You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Indian Sports Network. We have a homecoming game tonight between the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks versus the VanFar Indians. Tonight, I'll be broadcasting this. My name's Kenny Masterson. I'm new to this, and here to help along is Jacob Brown. He's going to keep stats and do play-by-play. So, Jacob, take it away and say something about yourself.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Clopton, Missouri, here on a beautiful night as we have homecoming, like Kenny said, between the Elsberry Clopton IndianHawks and the VanFar Indians. My name is Jacob Brown. I grew up here in Lincoln County. I'm going to be new to your broadcast team here, and I look forward to working alongside Kenny here. If you haven't checked us out, we'll have to get that website where you can check out this live stream and make sure that gets out there. Right now we have our captains at center field for our opening toss here on homecoming. Team looks good. It looks good to be out here. Tell me more about the area, Kenny.
Well, actually, this isn't Lincoln County here. This is Pike County.
Oh, this is?
Yeah, this is Pike County.
Okay,
yeah, we're on
the
southern edge of Pike County. And for the people that don't know this area, it's pretty rural around here. And I didn't grow up here in Pike County. I actually grew up in Lincoln County. But my wife grew up around here. She actually went to school here at Clopton for a while.
Very nice.
And so it's really nice area. This is a nice looking field. So I'm looking forward to starting my broadcast career here.
Good for you, Kenny. Well, tonight we're going to have, right now let me go ahead and read your captains off. We have number 45 for our IndianHawks, Damian Walker. Number 75, Matthew Dugan. Number 84, Trevor Anthony out there. And I believe that's number 12, Sean Yates. Let's see what the coin toss here was. We have the IndianHawks receiving the football to the right-hand side of us. The VanFar Indians will kick the ball off. As the players hustle off the field here, coach is getting the players hyped up. Players jumping up and down. We have a really nice crowd here. I don't see many seats left in the bleachers. A lot of folks are bringing their own chairs in. This looks like it's going to be a great homecoming night here in Clopton, everybody.
Yeah, I see a lot of people sitting off to the sides. The parking lot looks pretty full. There's still people streaming in. So I guess on a Friday night, 7 o'clock is still a little bit early, especially if people are working down in the city. They have to get out here and get some supper.
Like this city boy right here.
That's true. The old Thresher show is tonight down on Highway B near New Hope.
Oh, okay. Tell me more about this.
Well, it's old farm equipment.
Oh, okay.
Some of the stuff's older than me even.
Oh, wow. Well, all right, here we're going to get started here. Looks like we have number 79 for our guys here. It's Clayton Hayton, and I have number 4 and 22 back to receive. It's Eddie Bostel and Zach Evans, and 22 up to the 30 receives the ball. He's tackled there around the 35-yard line for about a 5-yard gain to start the game out here. So 1-1 on the season. What do we expect tonight from the team here, you think? You don't know? That's okay.
No.
That's okay. I'll tell you what I expect. I expect to see a lot of passing from this team. Last week in North Callaway, there was a lot of pass attempts going on. But the key is to get that big number 45 in the backfield going, Mr. Damian Walker. So right now, it looks like we have a stacked line. Number 25 split out right. You have number 12 in the pistol formation. VanFar playing one deep. Looks to be ready to go. Here's the first snap of homecoming. It's a handoff to number 22. He takes it up the right-hand side, and he's hit as he crosses the line. And it looks about the number 37-yard line.
It looks like about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
And that's Eddie Bonstel, our ball carrier of the game. Oh, I hear we got to keep an eye on him. He has wheels, everybody. So let's be saying his name a lot tonight. So that's a 2-yard gain, I believe, on the play. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a 4-yard gain. We got 2nd and 6 here for the IndianHawks. Number 12, Mr. Sean Yates again in the pistol formation with Mr. Miller. We have 4 wideouts. Here we go. Yates hands up, snaps the ball. It's the option and pitch right to Damian Walker. He's trying to cut the edge there. He's got a 1-yard gain out to the 37 again of the IndianHawks line.
Actually, that was about a 2-yard loss.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, you have a better angle over there than me, so you feel free to interrupt whenever you need be. So what we got? Scoreboard, 3rd and 8.
Should be 3rd and 8 now.
Yes, sir. So that takes away from the 1st-yard gain here. I'm going to look for a pass here right now. You think so? That's a good call.
I think I'd be trying to pass.
All right, Mr. Yates has got the plays in from the sideline. Team breaks. Sets up on the far hash. We have 4 wide in the pistol. Damian Walker straight behind Yates. Here's the snap. And it's a pass, and he rolls out here to the near side. Drops it off number 84. It's a complete pass. First down and some yardage after the play. Hey!
Out of bounds at about the 51-yard line. Actually, 49-yard line. They don't have a 51.
No, sir, they're not in football. They don't. That was Mr. Trevor Anthony with about the 16-yard gain there, and that's an IndianHawk first down. That was a great-looking play, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they keep passing into the flat like that, and unless VanFar, unless they adjust for it, then they can go down the field like that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here we go again in the pistol formation. 2 wide outs. You got 2 backs behind him. The hands off to Mr. Bontel. Number 22 is up the gut. And he's got a break. He's to the 40, the 35, the 30, and knocked out of bounds. Hey!
Out of bounds about the 25, 26-yard line.
And that was a great run. That kid does have wheels, and it's going to be first down at the VanFar 26-yard line. Woo, that was a great run.
Second first down of this drive.
Thank you, sir. And the players break again. Mr. Yates under center with Damian to his right, Mr. Bonstel to his left. And that is it's McKeel McPike out to the right-hand side. It's the option to the right side, and he's swallowed up.
Yeah, looks like he lost about 2 or 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, VanFar snuffed that out right away, and there was no room for Yates to run there. That'll be -2 on the carry. 2nd and 10 here. We're at the 9:40 mark here in the first quarter, and your Indian Hawks are driving.
Yeah, the Indians are defending and the IndianHawks are driving.
It's going to get confusing tonight, but we'll be able to square it away. Here we go. Yates under center, or Yates in the pistol again. Walker to his left. 4 wide. The snap back. Yates drops back to pass. Rolls to his right. He's in some trouble. He's in a lot of trouble.
Swallowed up.
Swallowed up in the backfield.
That brings up 3rd and long.
Oh, no, that was a fumble on the play. VanFar has recovered the ball. And that's a turnover on your IndianHawks.
Yeah, not a good start for them. After a good start, not a good way to finish the start.
No, sir, not at all. Let's see who we got here for the IndianHawks. Or, I'm sorry, for the Indians tonight. They're in huddle right now as the ball appears to be on the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 37.
The number 3s are quarterback tonight. It's Mr. Morgan Slayton. He drops back to pass.
Rolls to his right.
Ooh. What's that?
Keep watching that.
That's an incomplete pass there for the Indians.
Right.
2nd and 10 here for the Indians. 22 runs off the field. And the Indians break huddle here. 2nd and 10 after that incomplete pass. Quarterback in the pistol with 1 back behind him. 1 out to his right. And it's a toss to the near side here.
Number 30. And he's brought down in the backfield. Loss of about 5 or so.
That tackle is made by number 45, Damian Walker.
Merlin Johnson with a carry. That'll bring up 3rd and about 17 for the Indians.
That tackle was made by number 35, Malik McPike.
Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, here.
Scoreboard doesn't show how many yards they got to go, but it looks to me like it's about 5 or 6 yards, about 15 or 16 yards.
We got 3rd and 18, I believe that says.
Oh, I see that now.
Yeah, right there below
Didn't know
the
that
time.
scoreboard. My first time at Clopton football field.
Might as well. It's a lot to get used to here, but this is going to be a good time tonight. We got 1 out, 2 behind the quarterback here, and to roll out to the far side. He's looking, he looks. Oh, and he's pushed out of bounds. Who's that there? That was number 84, Trevor Anthony, on the tackle. And that brings up 4th down for the VanFar
That brings
Indians.
up 4th down.
Holmes with the carry. He's knocked out of bounds by Trevor Anthony.
4th and about 18.
4th and long.
See if they line up for a punt. I'm sure they will. See what they're going to do. We got 1 receiver back, one receiver shallow.
The punt's off and it's received by number 3.
Taken by number 3.
45 to the 50, to the 45 again, and he's finally brought down.
About the 42-yard line.
Good call, Kenny, and that's a great return there. And that was for Mr. Justin Genowin, a sophomore here for Clopton High School.
The 1st and 10 IndianHawks from the VanFar 42.
Now, let's see if we can get some momentum going again here as we look to
They
come
had
back
pretty
from
good
the turnover.
momentum before.
Very good momentum. And here we go again. We have 4 wideouts. Yates in the pistol with Mr. Walker to his left. There's the snap. The pass is
Right in the
completed. Nice.
Angled in. That was nice.
That
Nice
was a
play.
great pass.
Brought down around the 35-yard line.
Derek Taylor there with a big gain. It's a 1st down, IndianHawks.
Looks like they've got their momentum back.
That was a great play there. Yates again in the pistol formation. He's got 4 wideouts, 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Mr. Walker there. It's the option again. He keeps it. No room.
Took it slightly to his left, made it back to the, maybe pick up a yard.
Absolutely no room there for Mr. Yates. Let's look, it's going to be a 2nd and 10 here for the Indians. IndianHawks, we got to get that. We do have 2 Indians on the field tonight, so we are the IndianHawks tonight. And we break the huddle, and we're back to the line here. Yates telling his receivers where to go. 3 to his left.
1 to his right.
1 to his right. Lots and lots of wide receiver formations tonight. VanFar showing a little pressure from the outside.
From this, it looks like a pass.
Here's another pass.
Pass to his right.
To the end zone.
Just out of reach. Pass intended for number 25, Derek Taylor.
Complete. Bring up 3rd and 10 for the IndianHawks.
3rd and 10 for the IndianHawks. That was a great looking pass and a good ball by Yates.
It was.
That was a really
just a little out of sync.
Yes, sir. That's going to be there a lot of this game. And like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I would look for a lot of passes this game. But you have to stop number 45 as well.
That brings up a 3rd and 10.
4 wideouts, 2 split to each side. Walk to his left. Hands up. Snap. Another pass.
And it's complete, and he's in for a touchdown.
Touchdown,
IndianHawks touchdown.
And
number 25, Derek Taylor.
And look at those players celebrate here on homecoming night. The crowd's on their feet. Everybody's cheering Derek. Great catch, great throw.
Yeah.
Heck of a play there.
It was. That's a good-looking play. They can keep that up all night.
Oh, that would be great. He's a basketball star at Elsberry, I'm being told as well. So we'll be looking for him on the basketball court this year as well. Number 13 for the extra point here.
And it was partially blocked.
No good. So after 3 drives here, the IndianHawks were stopped in the first one. The momentum came, and they put together a nice little drive there. And we have 6-0 here at the 6.5 mark of the first quarter.
Right, exactly. And I want to apologize right now for the camera work. I'm just learning how to do this, so bear with us tonight. We're new at this.
Yeah, look at. I love to see the coach and the players down there right now. They all look very happy. There's a bunch of smiles going on. Water being spit. This is a great way to start off homecoming here.
Exactly.
This is a great way. So again, number 13 is going to kick the ball off here. And who's back to receive? It looks like number 2.
Even whenever I was in high school back in the dinosaur days, it was still always nice to win on homecoming night.
It is always bittersweet to win on homecoming. Number 2, Bryson Lay, back to receive the ball from number 13, Kyle Martin. Away as he sets the tee, fist pump still going on. The sidelines, crowds are still coming in. This is going to be a fun night of football. If you're not out here right now, folks, and you're watching at home online, feel free to come on out here and watch a great homecoming game. Martin here with the kickoff. It's going to be touched.
And the ball's fumbled.
And that looks like to be received by VanFar. That was scary, but they made away with another one. So it looks to be a VanFar ball starting from about the 36-yard line.
6:22 remaining in the first quarter.
1st and 10 for our VanFar Indians. We got in quarterback there. Show me your number, young man. So we got 2 out, near side, the handoff's up the middle.
And he is stopped. Oh, the ball's out. Ball is out, but I think the play's dead.
Yeah.
I think they'd already whistled it.
That's all right. We'll take that. Another good break for the VanFar Indians.
About a 2-yard gain. Looks like that defense was standing up to him.
Johnson will start by several IndianHawks.
Let's get this running back's number for y'all. Appears to be number 30, Verlin Johnson.
Got two wideouts.
There's a snap. Handoff up the middle again, and
Johnson's
Johnson's got a lot of room to the 50, the 45, and he's brought down number 22, Eddie Bonstel.
Brought down about the 42-yard line.
That was a big yard, and that young man had some long legs, and I bet once he gets going, it's going to be really hard to bring him down.
I believe that was VanFar's first down of the game.
That was, and now they have some momentum going on their way. Let's see if they can capitalize as well here. All right.
Need to get used to moving his camera.
All right, 2 out wide here, the near side, quarterback in the pistol, hands the ball off again to the middle.
Oh, the ball is out.
Who's got it? Fumble on the play. Who's got it? Looks to be wrestling over it on the ground. No signal from the ref.
I think VanFar came up with it.
And
that gave them a big gain.
So instead of a stop at the line, it's going to be a 9-yard gain.
About a 9-yard gain. Be 2nd and 1. Scoreboard's calling it 2nd and 2. It's a very short 2. That's not a really efficient way of getting yardage.
No, it's
pretty
not going to
daring.
work every time. So here we go again. Under the pistol, Johnson
wide
in the
out to the
backfield.
left.
And it's the option, and he keeps it, but there's nothing in there.
I believe he picked up a first down, though.
Did he? Oh, no. They do get us a good spot on the play. We have a timeout on the field for a water break, so that's going to bring us here to our first intermission, folks. We'll be right back with you.
People's Bank and Trust to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And we're back and just got the snap. Got a throw to the right to the outside. And looks like number 22, Logan Wilson, was brought down after about a 6-yard gain.
That's a good pass there by the quarterback here as we come back from a water break. I guess it is a beautiful night here in Clopton, but it is quite humid, so let's take care of our student athletes out there and give them plenty of water. VanFar breaks the huddle here, and we're going to come back.
It's not exactly football weather.
No, but it is. Regardless, it will turn into a beautiful night here.
Yes, it already is.
Number 32, Eric Holmes, in the pistol here. 2 out to his left. There's a snap. The handoff to number 3, right up the gut.
Looks like he picked up about 2 yards, maybe.
Number 3 sliding with the carry.
Yeah, maybe 3. He got 3rd and 1. See what they're going to do here.
Now, this is a big stop right here. If we can stop them on 3rd, go for 4. It'll be quite the thing as we move on here. We don't want a tie ball game right now.
Yeah, don't want to get them down in that red zone starting over with the first down because they've only got 1 more yard to get to the 20. So quarterback pass, receives the ball, hand off to number 30 up the middle. He's got the first down.
No, sir. No, it's a keeper. The quarterback to the outside. They fooled everybody. Yes, sir, they did. That's
fooled
number
the entire
32. The quarterback, they fooled everybody. They fooled my partner here, Kenny. I believe they fooled the fans on the field. The quarterback kept that, took that to the far side, and that's going to be a VanFar touchdown.
That ties the game at 6-6. Yep, I saw number 30, Verlin Johnson. I saw him go up the middle.
And he sold that well, sir. He sold that
whenever I saw him, he had the ball
well
in his hand.
Yes. VanFar comes out here. And it appears we might go for 2. Quarterback under center. He's got 3 backs behind him. Something crazy might happen here. 32, Mr. Holmes under center. And the pitch is to Johnson to the near side here. He's got a lead blocker.
And he's tied up.
And that's going to be a stop for the IndianHawks.
Unsuccessful.
So we're at the 2:47 mark here in the first period, and we have a 6-6 tie between your Clopton IndianHawks and the visiting VanFar Indians.
Looks to me like we got some pretty even teams here, just what I'm seeing so far.
I agree with you, sir. And VanFar brings appears a lot of speed and obviously trickery to this game.
Yeah, very obvious.
And our IndianHawks here, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, and I'll continue to say throughout this game, if they can continue to pass the ball successfully like they have been, this could be a high-scoring game tonight. We might have a lot of touchdown calls. And I just kind of look down here, folks, and as things goes on, I'm sorry about the camera again here, but we got quite a crowd really piling in here tonight. For being a smaller community here, they really do support their program.
Oh, Clopton sports, like I said, I was in high school in the early 70s at Winfield, and Clopton always, while they didn't have a football team back then, they had a basketball program that was second to none. They always had a very tremendous basketball team. It just seems like athletes grow out of the ground up here.
Number 79, VanFar kicks the ball off. It's a short kick. Going to be picked up and brought up the middle here. Oh, find the ball.
Brought down around the 43-yard line. 3.
Yes.
I believe that runner was number 3, Justin Genowan.
So we have 1st and 10 IndianHawks. From about their own 46-yard line. Where we at? Oh, I'm sorry.
42-yard line.
42. I missed the hash marks here.
Yeah, these numbers in stripes aren't the brightest in the world. I can see them, but they're not the brightest in the world.
And they're only going to get worse as this game goes on. Yates with a stacked line pitches the ball near side here. It's number 22, Bostel.
And he's running.
And
he broke a seam. Here he goes.
Here he goes, folks.
Oh, pulled out of bounds. Pulled out of bounds by number 22, Logan Wilson.
That was quite the run. The kid, we've been told tonight, he is a quick young man, and that running game is going to really keep this VanFar team honest because that passing has been so successful so far. We have 1st down here from about the 37 of the VanFar Indians.
Yeah, if they can split it up between the running and the passing, VanFar is not going to know which one to be defending against.
They're going to be tricking them like they tricked you. So, Yates
they
takes a snap, hand off the 22 out to the near far side, broke on tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like he'll gain a couple yards on this.
Looks like he picked up 3.
Solid gain on the play. 2nd and 7, right at the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter.
Just see whether they do right now they could run or pass either one. I wouldn't bet 50-50 on it since everybody's fooled me so far tonight.
You got 2 wide outs split to each side. Yates under in the pistol. Takes a snap, drops back.
It's a pass attempt.
Going long again. He's got it.
It's a touchdown.
That's number I'm sorry, is that 25? 25, Mr. Derek Taylor on another touchdown.
I believe that's his 2nd of the night, is it not?
Ooh, that was another big pass.
Yes, it was. That was a beautiful pass.
Double coverage there. And again, the camera work's going to get better, folks, tonight. I will tell you that right now. And we're going to line up for the extra point. It's 12-6 here at the 140 mark of the first quarter. Clopton IndianHawks with the lead so far.
Yeah, it looks like are they lining up for a kick? I don't think so. No, it looks like they're lining up for 2 points.
Going to go for 2.
See what they're going to do here. The 2 wideouts. Up the middle, 25, 45. Damian Walker kept the ball and ran it in.
2-point conversion is good. That brings their score to 14-6, the 141 mark.
Had made up for their missed attempt earlier in the game.
And we'll get back over here as we got more smiles going on down at field level. Coaches look happy. Players look like they're having a great time.
IndianHawks look pumped up.
And this looks like it's going to be a great game tonight here between the 2 Indian teams.
Yeah, VanFar looks like they're dragging just a little bit, but don't be fooled by that. They can pick it up pretty quick.
Kyle Martin kicking for the IndianHawks. Back to receive.
High school athletes are pretty resilient.
Yes, they are. They're young men. Number 13, Kyle Martin, going to receive here. Appears to be number 6, Case Stanford, back to receive the kick. With number 11, let me see, number 11 is Tony Gardland, and there's also the very dangerous number 30, Verlin Johnson, back there as well to receive.
Yeah, I hope they don't kick it to him.
And they do not. It's out of the hands of
Fumbled,
number 11, picked up by number 2. He's off to the far side, and he's
and
off to the races to the 50, the 45, the 40. 35, he cuts back to the middle.
And he's down.
Tackled from behind there by number 15.
Tackled about the 32-yard line.
Eli
so
Gladney with the touchdown-saving tackle there.
Great field position for VanFar. Just like I said, those kids are resilient. They can come back.
They might not. It might be a long night here. There might be a lot of touchdown calls.
Okay, they got a good spot. They're spotted on the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's quite the return. Number 2 broke that outside fast, and he cut the corner, and he was gone.
See what they can do with this.
2 split out to the near side. Pistol formation, 1 behind. There's a snap and the
handoff.
It's an option again there. But nothing there. He couldn't quite decide what he wanted to do if he wanted to.
I don't know if he made it.
Give it.
I don't know if he made it to the line of scrimmage. Well, actually, they spotted the ball right about the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. Be 2nd and 10 still.
2nd and 10 Indy.
Looks like VanFar is relying mainly on their run.
So far, it's been successful against this defense.
Yes, it has.
2 split out here. Pressure on the outsides with their corners. There's a snap. And that handoff did go to Johnson, but there's 0 room.
Absolutely nothing. He's pulled down in the backfield.
Great group tackling there by the IndianHawks to leave him at nothing.
3rd and 11 for the Indians.
We need a cameraman.
We do, sir. We do. That would help us out a lot. But tonight we will make it work. Next week I might see if I can find a young volunteer who wants to come sit up here with us. Oh, that would work as well. That would work as well. 3rd and 11 here for the VanFar Indians. Quarterback's in the pistol. Mr. Johnson behind him. 2 to the near side. That's number 32.
3rd
Mr.
and 11.
Combs.
I would look for a pass here.
We don't know what to look for yet. They've been quite good with their play calling so far, and it appears to have a timeout on the field. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the end of the first quarter here, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some more football action.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, Wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we're back here as the second quarter begins with the Clopton IndianHawks leading the VanFar Indians 14-6. Number 32, Mr. Combs under center, Johnson behind him. There's a snap. He's going to be looking back to pass. The pass to the outside. It looks like he's got an open receiver.
And it's too far.
Too far over his head.
Can't see who the receiver is.
It looked like number 22, Logan Wilson, was on the attempt there. Yes, that was Mr. Logan Wilson.
Yes.
As we have
fourth down.
Fourth down here and 11.
See what they're going to do, whether they go for it. They're pretty far forward, but a punt's going to put them back into the end zone. They'd come out to the 20 anyway. Looks to me like they're going for it.
.32 Combs in the pistol. Receiver split out. Johnson behind. There's the snap. It's another drop back over the middle. Ball is tipped and incomplete.
That could have easily been intercepted the way that was tipped.
And great defense. We have a turnover on downs here as the IndianHawks will take the ball back over.
What is that?
We're looking, listen, 31-yard line.
So yeah, with 11:49 remaining in the second quarter, it's the IndianHawks 14 and the Indians 6. 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks. See what they can do here. Pick up where they left off before with some momentum. Pretty good stop on that for their defense.
4 wide outs, 3 to the far side, 1 back behind him. He drops back to pass. Pass over the middle, out of the hands of number 84, Trevor Anthony. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the IndianHawks. It was there.
It was there.
It was
just
there.
Slightly out of his reach.
It was 100% there, and that is a very tall young man as well.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Trevor Anthony appears to stand above everybody here on the football field tonight. He's going to line up here in the slot. Again, 4 wide receivers, 1 in the backfield as Yates sets up in the pistol. There's the snap, and he's going to drop back to pass again. Looking far side, plenty of time.
Oh!
Just out of the hands of Bostel. 3rd and 10.
Again, that was a good pass. That was a good attempt. They just weren't quite together.
And there's great protection up front.
He had plenty of time to pass.
Plenty of time. That was an issue they had last week against North Callaway. Yates had a lot of scrambles and out of the pocket stuff, and this week he looks a lot more comfortable standing there and throwing the ball.
That brings up 3rd and 10. They need to get something this time. They don't want to give that ball back to VanFar. VanFar might be a little upset over not doing anything last time.
Okay, again, we have 25 Taylor to our side. Anthony, there's the snap. He's going to roll out. He's got a lot of blockers. Yates got a lot of room.
And I believe he is close to a 1st down. I believe he's got it.
So that will be
we'll see where the
down.
IndianHawk 1st down. Mr. Yates on the rollout. He had a lot of big guys in front of him, including number 84, Trevor Anthony, and number 25, Derek Taylor.
Good run on their part.
That was a very good run. We're going to have 1st down here, about the 44, 43.
Looks like the IndianHawks have quite a few weapons available tonight.
I agree. We've seen the ball be passed to multiple guys. We saw different options out of the backfield. Let's continue to see them move the ball as we truck on here in the second quarter. Again, Yates, 3 split out to the far side. Here's the snap. He's looking that way. He's scrambling out of the pocket.
Here he goes.
But he's going. He's got wheels.
He's got 1st
Past
down.
the 50, the 40, and 35, and some
and he's
more.
still going.
Still going. On his feet, folks. 20.
And he's brought down from behind.
What a run by our quarterback here, Mr. Sean Yates. 2 big runs in a row by the quarterback. And the momentum continues to go along for the IndianHawks.
Yeah. Big momentum boost there.
Yes, that was. That was a broken play, and he made a lot out of that.
17-yard line, I believe.
Great run there by him. So we have 1st and 10. Can you see the hash down there? It looks about the 17-yard line.
I think it's about the 17-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 17.
A lot split out, so that leaves a lot of room up that middle. 3 out to the far side, 1 here to the near side. There's the snap. It's the option.
And he's going up the middle, and he's still going.
He's still going. He's on his feet.
I think he's got it.
And touchdown, IndianHawks. Number 12, Sean Yates on the keeper.
That was a good-looking run.
3 huge runs.
That was a good-looking run by him.
He had the option play there. Didn't give it to 45, Damian Walker. He went ahead and kept it up the middle for another IndianHawk touchdown. 10:47 here left in the second. Let's see if we're going to go for 2 again.
Yep, it looks like it.
All right.
That'd be big if they could go up 22-6.
Tight ends on each side of the line, 1 straight behind him. 2 wide outs. There's a snap. The ball's hand off straight up the middle. You got Damian Walker powering his way through.
And he's in.
2-point conversion is good. 10:47 left in the second half. 22-6 IndianHawks. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back here as 13 Yates gives a kickoff and received by number 2, and it's brought back up to about the 30 to 35-yard line of the VanFar Indians.
Yeah, that pretty good stop there by Elsberry Clopton. They can hold them back in there. They'll demoralize VanFar pretty soon if they don't let them get any first downs. They can hold them back there, so we'll just have to see what they can do.
So it looks like we have 1st and 10, 10:39, 22-6 here on homecoming in Clopton, Missouri, as your IndianHawks are playing quite the game so far. The Indians line up 3 to the near side here, 1 to his live with a little motion. It's going to be a quarterback keeper straight up the middle.
He's
got a little room, and he's up to the 45, brought down near the 50-yard line.
Good run.
Like number 35 brought him down there, Malik McPike. Great start here for the VanFar Indians.
Yeah, got back into the safeties. That's what the IndianHawks need to not let them do that. But they're going to.
It's going to happen here now and then. Let's continue to stop them around that first, and we'll be fine to go. As we break huddle here, and we're back game time. There's 3 split here to the near side. You have Johnson behind our quarterback. Motion is 22 to the far side. Man coverage, drop back to pass. Pass over the middle. Oh!
Yeah, that's number 3 the pass was intended for, Morgan Slatton, and he just let it drop right out of his hand. He was possibly in for a touchdown if he would have caught that.
There was nobody in front of him. He was looking, he saw touchdown all day, folks, and we're always taught young, don't take your eye off the ball. And it appeared number 3 did there just for that split second.
I think he did. I think he was thinking, wow, I've got a touchdown tonight.
And not tonight. But we'll break huddle again.
Second
that
10.
middle has been weak so far for our Indians. Let's see if we can solidify that middle as we have 2 split here. Tight end, pistol formation, number 3 in motion. Handoff. It's a keeper this time again. Number 32 to the far side. He's got the first down, and it looks like he's still going to the 30-yard line and pushed out of bounds. Looks like number 77 for our Clopton team, Chance Lucas, pushed him out of bounds after another big gain on the keeper.
And you know, that was the exact same play that fooled me last time, and guess what? They fooled me again.
Did they?
They fooled me again.
They got you on that one as well. Well, now you know, anytime he's looking to hand out the ball, he's going to keep it probably.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you, right? Fool
exactly,
me twice,
yes.
Shame on me, that's it.
I'm sitting here looking into the lights on the far side of the field.
It is very difficult to see the far side of the field with the lights coming down there. You can't quite see the hash marks.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of glare coming off my glasses here.
Oh. Yeah, 1, 2, and he's gonna keep it again up the middle. He's got a big space up the middle. 32 to the 5 and touchdown.
VanFar.
Number 32 with the keeper again. That's been Mr. Eric Holmes. And there was no fooling anybody on that one.
No. I wasn't fooled at all on that one, but it looks like the IndianHawks, I don't know whether they were fooled or not, but they certainly weren't catching him. He just snuck right in there.
No.
He went left when he needed to and went right when he needed to. So that brings the score to 22 to 12. See what they're going to do here.
Okay. I'm not quite the football guy, but have you seen this in a long time?
Yeah, well, I've seen that before. I don't know what they call it.
And it's a single-man keeper for number 32 Combs.
I don't really know what happened there.
Never seen that. That was something different. That was a one-on-one play. That was almost like a basketball play where he said, snap me the ball, and I'm going to take on the team. And number 32 Combs
Except most of the team for both of them were off to the left.
Well, you didn't know where to put your guys.
Yeah.
Again, I wouldn't have known what to do either. That
was a good play.
Brings our score to 22 to 14, 9:43 left in the second quarter here. They got a little trick up their sleeve, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they do.
They have quite the little trick up their sleeve. 32 seems to be quite the magician tonight for the VanFar Indians, and let's hope he continue to be if we want to see points on the board. VanFar comes out for the kickoff again.
I'm not a big fan of trick plays, but sometimes they work. But I don't think a team can live on trick plays.
It's not broken, don't fix it. And so far, the trick is not broken, so don't fix it. VanFar back to kick. Number 22, Bonstel, back to receive. And here's our kickoff. Looks like it's going to be received here at the 30-yard line, up the middle. Broke one tackle.
Up, brought down. Couple of VanFar players on him.
Flag on the play here.
I believe that's the first flag of the evening.
Yes, sir, that has been the first flag of the evening. I didn't know. After watching NFL on Sundays, I really thought that those were more part of the game. But having one flag tonight, that's been quite the game for both teams, having a lot of discipline in their game. Let's see what the call is from the referee here.
Looks like it's going to be against VanFar. Just the way the officials. Face mask. Personal foul.
So a nice little return by number 35.
And they're going to pick up
Pike.
What, about another 10 or 15 here?
Not up to date on the high school rules, so
no, me either.
We're going to watch the refs here walk this out.
See how far they go.
So 1, 2, 3,
7, 8,
9. That is a 10-yard. Oh, no, it's a 15.
15-yard.
All right.
I thought maybe face mask might be a 15.
Write that down, Kenny. 15-yard. I'm just write that down. 15-yard penalty for personal fouls.
Yeah, nice little return, and then add 15 yards onto that. So that takes them to about the VanFar 43-yard line.
And Yates under center. He's got two men behind him, one to the far side. There's the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Plenty of time. Drops it over the middle. Incomplete to number 5, Zach Evans.
Oh.
Yep. There you go. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the IndianHawks. 12 looking for the play from the sideline. In the huddle here, VanFar awaits during the break.
Sent the play in.
They have number 12, Yates. You have number 25, Derek Taylor, the near side. Tight end 84 on the far side on the line. You got two men behind him, Bostel and Walker. The snap again. A handoff is the 22 straight up the middle. And he's
straight
got a
up the
lot of
middle,
room. That's
lot
the
of-
30. Oh!
Brought down right at the
Bro.
30-yard line.
And he had a lot of head of steam
He
there.
did. He had a touchdown in ahead of him.
Yes, sir, he did. That's another great gain here tonight by number 22, Eddie Bonstel. He's ran that ball very solid for this Indian Hawk team tonight.
Yes, he has, and it looks like we got a first down with just a little over 29 to go to the end zone.
9:18 and the clock ticks here in the second quarter. Again, as your Indian Hawks lead 22-14 over the visiting VanFar Indians here on homecoming night in Clopton, Missouri. Yates beats with his running backs. Again, looks like the same formation as before. Taylor near side. Yates under center. He takes the snap. He's looking outside. Swing pass to the outside. That's number 3. He's got
He's
some
broken
room.
a couple tackles.
Broke a couple tackles. He's got the first down and a little bit more, maybe.
No, I don't think he's quite to the first down.
Well, let's hope he is. That's that's Justin Genuine on the reception out of the backfield. It's going to be just short, like Frank Kenny here said. About an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 2nd and 2. I was thinking for a second that was 3rd and 2.
Oh, we got the very far side. We got the pylon there.
Yeah.
No, I always forget they put those on the visitor side to mess with that team. Yates again in the pistol. He's got 4 wideouts this time. Drops back to pass. Pass over the middle.
Oh, it's complete.
It's complete. Who's on the completion there? That's
5.
number 5. Zach Evans,
Evans.
tight end.
First down.
Good for a first down, and we have 1st and goal here from about the 10-9-yard line. The referee blows his whistle to keep the clock moving here.
Right on the 10-yard line.
So here we go. 1st and goal from the 10. Taylor breaks out to the near side here. Walker in the next to him to his right. Yates takes the snap. He rolls out near side, looking to pass. Passes up. Just over the head of Taylor. Falls incomplete. 2nd and goal coming up for the Indian Hawks.
He was in the far corner of the end zone. I don't know. I look to see him run this time.
That's not a bad idea. Now, the passing game has worked a lot, but those option plays to Yates, we saw 3 of them on the last drive, and that resulted in a touchdown.
Yeah, when you're bunched up like this, it's kind of, you got a lot of protection for those, a lot of safeties back there.
So the Indian Hawks split them out. There's 3 near side, 1 to the outside. There it is. It's the keeper to Yates to the outside.
He's going to make it. He's going to make it.
There's a flag on the
flag on the play.
Touchdown, Yates. Let's see what this flag is. It appears to be holding on our Indian Hawks. We'll get a confirmation from our referees here.
I can see where it would be holding, where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, you had a tight end split out there to give him blocking to Yates, and he just looks like he held a little bit of that shoulder pad too long.
So we're going to have, what, 2nd and 10 from about the 20-yard line.
We have 2nd and long, or 2nd and 20. Which is going to be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, 2nd goal. Looks like it's about the 17-yard line.
Okay. Break huddle here. You called it last time. I'm going to say it again. Let's look for that run.
Yeah.
Splits them out.
I think they'll try a run.
Yates in the pistol again. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. A little bit of a break play, and he's going to keep it again to the 15-10. Takes a big hit. Gets out of bounds, but that's a great pickup.
5-yard line or so.
That is a great pickup to get us back within striking distance here in 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from about the 3 or 4, I guess.
It's right there within that 5-yard line.
Yes, it is.
So we get the play in. The clock rolls at the 7-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. Indian Hawks looking to score once again. Yates under center. Walker to his left. 2 split out. He's going to hand it off to Walker. He's up the middle. Not a lot of room, and brought down just short of the goal line.
Maybe 1 or 2-yard line, about a 1-yard line.
And we're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
I'm sure they'll go. Yeah.
We're going for it. You run it again?
I would run it.
For something else?
I'd run it.
Okay.
I'd push their defense out of the way and run it right up the middle.
So O-line, it's on you. They're going to squat down in their stance. Center hand on ball. Yates again in the pistol. There it is. He looks like he's going to keep it this time. Breaks to the outside. Touchdown, IndianHawks. Quarterback Sean Yates again. And listen to this crowd, folks. If you can hear them, it's quite the atmosphere here, as that's going to bring the lead right now to 28-14 at the 6:20 mark in the second quarter.
See whether they go for one or two. I got a feeling just historically tonight they'll go for two. That's what they've been doing.
2-point
Looks
conversion
like it.
here. Yates and the pistol once again. They like this pistol formation. This seems to be the new formation in football nowadays. A lot more mobility. Takes the snap. It's going to be a keeper again. Straight up the gut.
And he's in.
And he's in for the 2 points.
So, with 6:20 remaining in the first half, it's now 30 for Clopton Elsberry and 14 for VanFar. As we break now for a commercial.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back. Again, 6:20 remaining in the first half. IndianHawks 30, the Indians 14. And we're getting ready for our kickoff. There's the whistle to start it. Fairly long kick. Kind of fumbled around, but VanFar picked it up, and he's brought down pretty quick, right at about the 35-yard line. VanFar will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35.
So let's see if our IndianHawk defense can come back on the field, bring another stop here.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field. I don't know if it's an official timeout or a team timeout.
Well, we're going to take a timeout ourselves here.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Clopton here as we come back from our tiny break here. VanFar ball on their own 35-yard line. And Mr. Combs back at quarterback, the magician of the night here, folks. He has led a lot of this VanFar offense, and he's done a great job of doing that so far.
Got my mic back on. It was off for a second. Couldn't find it. You guys out there in YouTube land might have rather I didn't have my mic on. I don't know. Forward
pass is complete. He's got some yards. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Combs with the with the completion. There is a flag here on the near side, folks. That was number 2, Bryson Lay, with the reception.
They're moving the sticks.
They are, and I thought I saw a flag fly out here in the near side when the ref was running down the field.
I don't know. They're conversing right now.
And let's wait to see their decision if there is one.
Maybe there wasn't a flag.
Okay, no foul in play. My apologies. After a big gain by the VanFar Indians, we have 1st and down here
Oh,
on the
nope. Sideline interference.
So sideline interference.
That's a new one to me.
On the Indian Hawks. That's new to me as well. So that's going to tack on an additional 10 yards at the end of the play. And I'm not exactly sure.
I missed that one. Sideline interference, and it was over on the Indian side.
I think the only person he could have interfered with was the referee, and he was the one who threw the penalty flag. So again, additional 10 yards after not a penalty I've seen very often.
No, this is another one of those. This old dog got taught a new trick.
And there'll be a lot of new tricks taught this season as number 32 takes the snap. It looks like he's going to keep it again.
But he's brought down just inside the line of scrimmage.
Great job of defensive line that time, staying home and making sure they knew where they were. We have a Indian Hawk player here on the sidelines injured. I'll get his number here to see, make sure he's feeling better. It looks like he's getting his shoulder wrapped up.
I didn't see who that was, did you?
Right here on the near sideline.
I see him now, but I don't see a number, so I don't know who it is.
His pads are off right there. We'll check him out here in a few.
He seems to be okay. They're just wrapping his shoulder.
Yeah, there's tough kids out here tonight. And again, a beautiful night here at Clopton. 5:20 as the clock rolls, 30-14 on homecoming night for the Clopton Elsberry Indian Hawks. Yates right there. He's going to keep it again. To the far side, lost in a pile. The defense has got him wrapped up and will bring him down with little to no gain on the play again.
That player on the sideline was number 22, Eddie Bonstel, but he's got his jersey back on. That might have just been some extra padding they were putting on that side. Maybe he's got a bruise over there.
Yeah, let's hope he can get back in the game tonight. He's been a real key to this Indian Hawk offense so far. 3rd and 4 now, as we continue to roll on here in the second quarter. 2 split out to my side here on the near side. Number 3 lines up at the end. 32 in the pistol with Johnson behind him. There's a snap. The ball this time is given to Johnson straight up the middle as he's chugging, he's chugging, he's chugging. He's finally brought down close to the first down. And it looks like he's going to get that first down. And that's going to be first down at about the 12-yard line for the VanFar Indians as they look to score here late in the second quarter.
I was back conversing and otherwise hobnobbing with my fellow Wizards when that was going on, but it looks like we've come back to a 1st and 10 for VanFar. And it's a handoff up the middle. He went to his right side, but he was brought down at the line of scrimmage.
It's quarterback Yates again on the keeper. Can keep an eye on number 32.
Actually, he handed off there to Johnson.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Didn't fool me that time. I saw it. Those two have been fooling me all night.
75 runs off the field here to the near side.
They picked up 5 yards that time. I didn't think they. Okay, they fooled me on the amount of yards that they picked up. I didn't think they picked up that many. That Johnson's a heck of a runner.
He keeps them legs turning. 32 takes the snap. It's going to keep
He's
to
keeping
the near
this
side.
time.
Straight up the middle and
brought down. He might have picked up a couple of yards.
Little to no gain there.
That brings up 3rd and 2. Big stop here for Elsberry Clopton.
So let's stop him here as we look to go into halftime here.
They definitely don't want him to get that first down around the 1 or 2 yard line, whatever it is. So they've only got 2 more yards, and they'd have 1st and goal from about the 3 or 4.
Combs snaps the ball. He's going to hand it off to Johnson. Long legs chugging along as he continues to push. His line helps. It looks like he's going to get the first down.
He's close.
There was a gang tackle there of Indian Hawks. Will the refs give him the first? They will give him the first down. So now we got 1st and goal here within the 5-yard line for the VanFar Indians as they look to add a score here before the first half ends. Big stop here for the Indian Hawks as they would not look to want to add any points for their foes tonight. So we have first and goal from the 2-yard line. Clock just now under 2 minutes. Combs. Tight end in motion. He's going to keep it again. Fine toll up the middle. Touchdown, VanFar Indians. Quarterback keeper, Eric Combs tonight. As VanFar here is going to line up for their 2-point conversion. Let's see what they do this time with the trick formation that got us all last time, where Combs kept it and went one-on-one with the defender and beat him for the 2 points. Combs again, the lone man back. There's the snap, and he's going to try to keep it again. It's a trick play. Reverse and a pass. And it is complete in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. The magic tricks keep getting pulled out of the hat here tonight for the VanFar Indians. They went with their jet sweep reverse and running back pass to the wide receiver out in the flat for the 2-point conversion. So that's going to bring it to 30-22 here with a minute 44 left in the first half. Now my partner here is getting some information for us for halftime so we can bring you guys some of the festivities here that are going on at homecoming. While he does that, I just want to let you guys know that he missed the trick play, and I want to promise you right now, if y'all could have seen his eyes, it lit up again to see this trickery continue to work here on this Elsberry Hawk team. So let's line up. A minute 44 left on the clock. Plenty of time for this high-powered offense tonight of the Indian-Hawks to go ahead and put another one on the board or kick a touchdown. Again, a great night here of Clopton Elsberry football as it is homecoming. Again, there's not a seat in the bleachers to have. If you're going to come up here to check out the rest of the game, please bring your chair, as this has been quite the contest so far between the VanFar Indians and your Elsberry Clopton Indian Hawk football. There's the kickoff to the near side here. Going to be returned around the 35, and he's brought down immediately. That's a great tackle. The ball's loose. And that's going to be picked up by the Elsberry Hawk, number 1 on the recovery there.
Okay, I'm back again. And just getting some information for the homecoming festivities that'll be going on at halftime.
Oh, very cool. We got some information here about some great students. I'm sure that go to this great school here we're going to recognize at halftime.
Well, I believe they go to Elsberry and Clopton both. I believe when they do a homecoming, it's
joint.
Both schools.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
They have candidates from both schools.
Oh,
so,
do we?
Yeah, there's a bunch of candidates there.
Holy cow. So we'll read those off to you at halftime as Yates is, again, we have 3 to our far side. Yates is going to take the snap. He's got plenty of time. He's going deep. He's got a wide receiver. Bonstell had him beat.
Just out of his reach.
That is quite the cannon there by number 12. But again, those wheels of Bonstell just could not keep up with that pass. That's going to fall incomplete and be 2nd and 10 here for the Indian Hawks. If you're going to score again before halftime, that's the play to call right there.
No kidding. Because he had a whole cornfield in front of him.
Yes, sir, he did. 2nd and 10. 3 to the far side again. 1 to the near side. 12 Yates under center. The running back to his left. He's going to drop back to pass again.
Once again.
The pass here to the near side is to the 25.
Once again.
And just once again out of the hands of number 25. That's Mr. Taylor. And we're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 10 with a little less than a minute and a half to go in the first half. And once again, stick around for the halftime festivities when they have the homecoming coronation. And looks like with 3rd and 10, he's lined up 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And he's keeping the ball, running up the middle. Looks like he's got a decent seam. Broken 1 tackle. He is close to a first down.
And I think they're going to go ahead and give him that spot on the first down there as Yates keeps it again.
Oh, yep, they gave it to him.
First down.
They're moving the sticks. With 1:17 left, Indian Hawks have a first down at their own 45. Timeout on the field.
It's going to be a timeout. Clopton Elsberry will be right back.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
1:17 left here in the first half as the IndianHawks look to continue this drive and put some more points on the board before halftime. Yates, two backs, takes the snap. It's going to be a pitch to the outside. He's got a hole. Oh, he's wrapped up real quick there. Looks like
that hole closed up in a hurry.
That was. And that was a great tackle there by the VanFar players.
Clock still running. Down to a minute left.
Again, this offense has looked really good tonight, even with that clock running. Under a minute now here as Yates looks to take the snap. You got to go, boys. 45 left here in the first.
Yeah, time
takes
management.
The snap.
Back to pass.
Pass again. Plenty of time. He's under pressure.
He is hit.
Hit and taken down. That looked like number 74, Maximus Reed for the VanFar Indians, as Yates took a big hit and a big loss on the play.
Clock stops with 36.4, but boy, that was a big loss.
So it appears both teams have plenty of timeouts left on the board. We're going to have to play this out. No knees will be taken, as we'll go ahead and bring you into your second half. So here in the first half so far, we saw a lot. We saw a lot of trickery. You missed more, by the way, while you're getting our prep for the homecoming. You missed more. You missed a jet sweep reverse to a running back pass for a two-point conversion.
No kidding.
And it was quite the play, as, again, they would have had both of us fooled, as VanFar's put out a lot of magic tricks when it comes to two-point conversions. But our IndianHawk team has had a really well-balanced game of passing the ball well with Yates and running the ball well with not only Yates, quarterback, but his comrades in Walker and, I'm sorry, let me get this young man's name here. Was it Justin Genevin and Mason Street seem to be some other runners for him tonight.
Yeah, this is not my only, this is not only my first time of broadcasting one of these games. This is the first time that I've seen either one of these teams play.
Yes.
And since I'll be doing the IndianHawks games from now on, at least most of them, some of them,
we'll bring as much as possible.
I'm very impressed with them.
Yes, I am well. I went to North Callaway, and we'll talk more about that later. Right now we have Yates. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Pass to the near side here. He's got Anthony to catch at the 40, to the 45, and the 50. Cross midfield and pushed out of bounds by number 22. And he's going to get back right
short
to the
of the first down.
Yeah, right there at that first down marker. 29-2 left. 4th and 1.
They've got time for a few more plays if they can keep them to the outside.
Keep them to the outside. I believe Coach Burnett has one, if not two timeouts. That information I do not have available to me.
The scoreboard doesn't show the timeouts.
No, sir. All right, but we have Yates again in the pistol. We have 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. Clock is running. Deep pass. Looking. And that ball is almost picked off by number 2 for VanFar.
Bryson
Lay. That pass is intended for number 2 on our own, Mason Street, as that's going to be a turnover on downs with 23 seconds left here in the first half.
That's enough time for them to run a couple of plays.
So let's see if they have some more bunnies in the hat, tricks up the sleeve.
Well,
again,
they've worked so far.
They really have. You know, if it's not fixed or if it's not broke, don't fix it. But,
that's right.
You know, here I believe the IndianHawks took the ball in the first half, so VanFar will receive. So any points on the board here is good for VanFar.
Yeah, these would just be bonus for them.
Yes, absolutely, and it would really lead to a lot of momentum into the second half. So let's see if our Clopton Hawk Clopton IndianHawks can hold them here.
Closest Cleveland I know is high school in St. Louis. I don't even know if that still exists
Roosevelt,
anymore.
Cleveland. My alma mater, Troy, played them earlier this season. As VanFar's going to take the snap, Combs going to drop back to pass. He's got a receiver.
Broken
up and almost interception. That play was broken up very nicely by number 25, Derrick Henry, and it looks like number 35, Malil McPeak, had a chance at an interception there, which could have really swung the momentum again.
Yeah, it's a good thing they broke that up because, once again, he just had open ground ahead of him. He
did. That was a great play there by Taylor. So 17 seconds left as we continue to count down here in the first half. Great half we've had here so far of football. 2nd and 10. Combs is going to sit in the pistol. Johnson behind him. He's got one tight end and 2 wide receivers out to the far side. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back to pass again.
And he's
keeping it this time. He's going to sit there. He's going to pass. And the pass is going deep.
Yep.
And too far.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 feet over his head.
The intended receiver looks like number 14, Ben Cassidy.
That leaves 10.5 in the first half. But they got time for one more play.
Possibly 2. We have 3rd and 10 here. Two plays possible. Yes, 2 quick plays. But again, they have struck fast. This has been an offensive game overall. Both teams could look to make a lot of defensive adjustments here in the second half. But we're going to go ahead and see what the VanFar Indians are going to show us this time.
This might be time for one of their trick plays, even though they're at midfield.
Yeah, it looks like Elsberry's going to drop 7 into coverage here.
Yeah, they're protecting for that pass and for any long run.
22 in motion. 32 is going to drop back to pass. He's a good block. 68. He's going to pass. Ball up. And that's going to be an incomplete pass.
2.6
by Combs. 2.6 left on the play. That was a great block by number 30, Johnson, on the blitzer there. That was number 5 coming in, Zach Evans for Clopton. And he had a V-line for that quarterback, and number 30 really stood his ground and made sure his quarterback
swatted
had plenty
that
of
bee
time.
right out of the air.
Yes, sir, he did. So, again, 4th down. This will be the last play of the second half here, unless something were to happen. Or, I'm sorry, it's first half. Getting ahead of myself. Second quarter, first half.
I look to see the second half to be just as exciting.
I look forward to a good-looking second half. So, again, VanFar looks to break the huddle. Onto the field. Again, 7 deep in the secondary. Looks like Coach Burnett wants them to back up. Nothing over their heads. Everything in front of them. Combs, 2 wideouts. Takes the snap.
Back to pass.
Back to pass again.
The receiver was not ready
for that one. And that's going to bring us to the end of our first half here in Clopton, Missouri. Our visiting team, VanFar Indians 22. Your home team, Clopton IndianHawks, here on homecoming night with the lead of 30. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers
Right now, it looks like we're getting ready to announce the homecoming candidates.
Rob and Tara Lucas of Eola. She's involved in cheer, track and field, FFA, and FCA. In the future, Kylie wants to become an equine veterinarian and have a family. Mason is the son of Daniel and Lisa Strick-Whiteside. He's involved in football, basketball, golf, FCA.
Looks like the first candidate is Jada Irving.
After high school, Mason wants to go to a trade school and become an electrical lineman and plumber.
And I don't have the information on what grade she's in.
In the class of 2021 are sophomores Laura Huckstep and Avery Hall.
And next we have Laura Huckstep.
Laura is the daughter of Jeff and Mary Huckstep of Clarksville. She's involved in cheer, track and field, FBLA, and youth and government. After high school, Laura plans to go into journalism and move to a big city. Avery is the son of Jason and Nina Hall of Kingsburg. He is involved in football, track and field, weightlifting, FFA, FBLA, FCA, and youth and government. In the future, Avery plans to go to college for political science and economics.
I don't know how much of this you can hear, but I was not given the correct list here of these names. Just
representing the class of 2020 are juniors Olivia Bruni and Sean Yates. Olivia is the daughter of Sis and Sandra Bruni of the area. She is involved in cheer, track and field, student body vice president, FFA, FBLA, and FTA. After high school, Olivia plans on pursuing a degree in pediatric occupational therapy. Sean is the son of Scott and Becky Yates of Clarksville. He is involved in football, basketball, baseball, track and field, band, quiz bowl, FFA, FBLA, FCA, National Honor Society, and student body president. In the future, Sean plans to earn a medical degree while hopefully playing college basketball or football.
okay, at this point in time, it looks like they are announcing the Clopton candidates. Apparently, this is a joint Clopton-Elsberry homecoming, and I don't have the information for the Clopton candidates. I can tell you that there's some very beautiful young ladies being escorted by some very handsome young men walking down through here, but you can see that.
FBLA, and National Honor Society. After graduation, Caitlin plans to become an accountant and marry her BFF Chewy. Chewy is the son of Kevin and Sharon Dugan of Eola. He's involved in football, FBLA, speech and drama, and quiz bowl. After graduation, Chewy plans to go to college, get an associate's degree in business, work at Iron Horse Energy Services, and unfortunately marry his best friend KK. Our returning king is Matt Klopsick. Matt is currently a freshman at State Technical College of Missouri in Lynn. He's majoring in automotive technology.
I would say maybe this is last year's royalty.
Representing the class of 2030 are first graders Tessa Evans and Tyler Harrison.
And once again, I apologize for not having this information.
She likes to do crafts and play soccer and softball. When Tessa grows up, she wants to train dogs and be a singer. Tyler is the son of David and Nancy Harrelson of Eola. He likes to fish, play baseball, build, and fix things. When Tyler grows up, he wants to be a firefighter, farmer, and a policeman.
Just said when he grows up, he wants to be a firefighter, a farmer, and a policeman. My kind of kid.
The homecoming queen is Caitlin Kuntz. And the Clopton homecoming king is Chewy Dugan.
As they put the queen's crown on. And the king's hat. I'm sure that hat has a different name besides hat, but since Since I'm not a royalty, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I'm not even a prince in my own family. More like the court jester.
Tonight from the Elsberry High School cheer squad. We're going to start. Focus your eyes on the north end of the field. Representing the freshmen are Isabel Bayless and Eli Gladney.
Okay, from Elsberry. I do have this information, so I'll try not to mess it up. We have, from the freshman class, Isabel Bayless.
Band and cheer. Isabel's favorite sport woman is forming all the bonds with all the girls. Isabel plans to attend college and earn a career in early childhood education. Eli is the son of Jordan
and she is escorted by Eli Gladney.
baseball, and track. Representing the sophomore class.
The sophomore class, Jada Irving.
Jada is the daughter of James Irvin and Jamie Hayworth. Jada has participated in softball, FFA, FBLA, speech and drama, band, and student senate. Jada plans to attend Missouri State for a degree in psychology. Jacob Wolanski is the son of
And escorting her is the King candidate, Jacob Wolanski.
Jacob's favorite football moment was starting varsity as a center as a freshman. Jacob plans on attending college to play football with a degree pertaining to sports. Representing the junior class at Elsberry High School, Jade Cooper and Justin Rohr.
Next we have Jade Cooper,
Jade is the daughter of Josie Gladney,
escorted by Justin Rohr.
cheer and FFA. Jade's favorite sport memory is when she fell on Kennedy's head. Jade plans to attend college. Justin is the son of Dennis and Amy Koenig. Justin has been active in band, FFA, and basketball. Justin's favorite sport memory was when he made his first three-point shot in basketball. Justin plans to attend college or join the Marines. Representing the senior class of Elsberry High School is Jamie Richards and Harmon Kruger.
For the senior class, we have Queen candidate Jamie Richards,
Jamie is active in MHS,
escorted by King candidate Harmon Kruger.
color guard, and a student ambassador. Jamie's favorite sports memory is going to Pinckneyville with the band and marching in the dark covered in glow sticks. Jamie plans to
And that is your Elsberry King and Queen candidates.
Harmon Kruger is the son of Michael and Jocelyn Kruger of Troy, Missouri. Harmon is active in band, track, cross country, track, and golf. Harmon's favorite moment in sports is enjoying the outdoors and playing golf, the best and most frustrating game on earth. Harmon plans to attend the U.S. Naval Academy and pursue a career aboard a nuclear submarine. The king and queen from Elsberry High School is Jada Irvin and Jacob Wolanski.
And the winners, the King and Queen from Elsberry, is Jada Irving and Jacob Wolanski. Congratulations to them. I can go off the air now, can't I? And all right, at this time, before I shut off here for halftime, I'm going to let you know that we're going to leave this camera onto the field so you can have the pleasure of watching the bands play. And then after that's all over, we'll be back to talk a little bit before the second half. Enjoy.
your attention to the field as the combined Clopton-Elsberry band performs for us. A big round of applause for combined Clopton-Elsberry Indian Hawks band.
All of this free of charge. Visit us online at
When you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, Young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Welcome back here to Clopton, Missouri. I hope you all took a few seconds to refill your refreshments, grab a snack, and get ready for a loaded second half.
Yeah, it looks like we have about 40 seconds left. I'm expecting some more trick plays from VanFar this half, but I'm also expecting Elsberry Clopton to be ready for them. And I know I'm ready for them. I don't want them to fool me anymore. Actually, this time we want to congratulate all the homecoming royalty. I know when you're in high school, that is a very, very big thing. That's very important stuff. And so that means a lot to these young adults.
Yeah, again, congratulations to those people out there who earned that right to represent their school at prom king and queen, or not prom, but homecoming king and queen here. As like my friend Kenny here said, I do expect a lot more out of VanFar this half, but I also expect the IndianHawks to make a lot of second half adjustments here. I have some experience with our new head coach here in Clopton, Mr. Ben Burnett, and if I know him, it's defense, and he doesn't find it acceptable for those trick plays to continue to work on this team tonight. And if I know him, he's got his boys' heads on a swivel, and we won't see a lot of that. And I think we're going to see a lot better defensive half this second half, and maybe not 52 points put up
right.
this time.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the game, you can't live by those trick plays. They can help you on the rare occasion, but you can't live by that because the other team will pick up on those. That's why they're called trick plays and not your regular play.
So VanFar's going to receive the ball off here, and he's going to start with an onside kick. The ball is squirmed, and it will be recovered by VanFar as Elsberry Clopton comes out of the second half trying to pull some trickery of their own.
Exactly, yeah. We were just talking about VanFar having all the trickery, and Elsberry tried it. Maybe that fooled VanFar, but they were able to, the second player was able to land on that ball. So they have some good field position right now. They'll be starting 1st and 10 from their own 45. So see if they run some regular plays now.
So start the second half, 30-22. VanFar ball at the 45. We have what I'd like to say has been an impact player, number 32, Combs for VanFar. He's going to start in the pistol formation. Man in motion towards us, that's 22. And we're going to start it with a pass. It's a bit of a scramble play. Five's got him pressure. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to pass it. Oh, and we had 2 VanFar players open. That play is incomplete.
It went between the 2. He was scrambling, though. He had to get it to who he could, but he had 2 fairly open receivers down there.
Yeah, there's a bit of broken coverage by the IndianHawks there as the quarterback rolled out. But it was an incomplete pass. We have 2nd and 10 here as we begin again. And again, look for some defensive changes. I want to see some more pressure on that quarterback and not let him sit in the pocket. Now, on the other side of the field, we want to continue to have our quarterback Gates sit in the pocket and have a strong passing game as he has.
Yeah, the offensive line for the Indians
has been great.
IndianHawks, I should say,
correct,
has been great.
Now let's push back this Indian as Combs under center, man in motion. He's going to keep it, run behind Johnson in the center.
He picked up a yard and a half.
And that's a great play there by the middle of the line.
Yeah, they swallowed him up pretty fast.
So 3rd and 9 here to start the second half of the VanFar Indians as we look to get the ball back here in Clopton. Great crowd still, a lot of people still here for homecoming 2018 as we have a 30-22 game. And
I can't see all the way to our left here, but it looks like there's quite a few people over here on the left side of the press box. We're all the way on the right side of the press box outside, but being outside tonight is a plus.
Combs with the snap. He's going to keep it right up the middle again. Sheds 1 tackler. Lunges for the first down. And it appears he's going to be a couple yards short.
Right, he didn't make the first down.
So
that brings up a 4th and probably 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Would you go for it?
Of course you go for it here. Looks like some personnel changes. But we have Big Johnson coming in, number 30. And it looks like VanFar will go for it here again on 4th down. 4th and 3 from the IndianHawk 48. Now they're in punt formation.
Yeah, punt formation. They have number 3 back, Justin Genowan. Takes it on 1 bounce.
And he's up the near side, looking for some blockers, cuts back to the middle, and he's finally dragged down there.
Right about the 30-yard line.
30-yard line. As the IndianHawks do force the ball back. VanFar punted. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. As well as they've been able to move the ball.
Right, they've been able to move
forms.
They've been able to move it well enough that I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for it. And so Elsberry Clopton has the ball with decent field position. Not the best, but it's decent field position.
Starting from their own 30 here. Yates, 2 wideouts, 1 to each side, 2 in the backfield. Here's the snap.
Pitch back.
Pitch to the outside, 22, looking for a couple blockers. It's Eddie Ponstell. Ball's out. Does that ball get out of bounds, or is there a recovery on the play?
I saw a VanFar player lunging for it.
But number 22 comes up with it. So Elsberry Clopton will keep the ball there.
IndianHawks keep it back. Once again, that's a gutsy way to get a extra couple of yards on the play.
That happens to the best of us. We watched a lot of that there in the first half on the other side of the ball. So let's not make this a tendency here as this continues to go on. Indian Hawk ball, first down, right there about the 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Yates, 2 in the backfield, 1 split out to the near side, extra tight end set. Ball's handed off to 22. He's got a good hole. 22 cuts it up. Oh!
And the penalty marker's down. That was a horse collar if I ever saw one.
Yeah. Now, Coach Burnett there giving his boy a big pound in the back as he got brought down hard.
Yes, he did.
But that's going to add on some extra yards at the end of that play.
That's a tough young man right there.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Horse collar defense.
Personal foul, horse collar. That should be 15 yards.
We'll watch the referee here step it out. 15-yard penalty. It's going to bring us with some better field position right there at the 35.
I said that the fumbling the ball is a gutsy way to get extra yards. Getting a horse collar and your head nearly torn off is that's a painful way to get extra yards.
Yes, sir, it is. And Mr. number 22 stood up real quick and
he wasn't even affected.
Yeah, wasn't even affected. Bounced right up, got a slap in the helmet from coach on the sideline, and we're back at it. Split wideouts, 2 in the backfield. Yates takes the snap. Option play to the far side. He does pitch it to 22 again. He's got a couple of space, but he's going to be brought down on a couple-yard gain on the far side.
2 or 3 yard gain. But, again, that number 22.
Eddie Bonstell.
Eddie Bonstell, yeah. I need to know that name by now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of touches tonight here, and he's been a workhorse for that backfield.
He's not their biggest player out there either, but he is quick, and he's only a sophomore.
So he'll be here a couple more years in this program that Coach Ben Burnett's looking to take over and turn around from last year. Here we are again. First down, 4 wideouts. Yates under in the pistol. Take the snap, it's a pass. Ball going downfield. Oh, right out of the hands of Trevor Anthony, who could smell a touchdown.
Yeah.
That should be 6 points right there, folks, but Anthony just could not hang on to that ball.
He had that in his hands, and it just went right through.
And that's a teammate right there, number 12, telling him get the next one. That's a great ball there, and that passing game has been there all night for this Indian Hawks football team.
Yeah, that pass was right to him. He was right there. It just went through his hands.
So Sean Yates, quarterback, has looked good on both running the ball and passing the ball as we sit in is that 3rd and 7 here. 4 wideouts once again, 1 to his right. There's the snap. Pass again. This one caught by number 25. Complete first down to the 15-yard line. Pass to Derek Taylor. First down, Indian Hawks.
That's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 14-yard line.
So the Indian Hawks here looking to put another one in. They got the stop of the first drive of this second half, and they're looking to put some more points on the board to open their lead back up to 14 or 15. Again, Yates in the pistol formations, 22 behind him, 45 to the right. Extra tight end set, 1 split out to the near side. Yates with the snap. He's going to hand it off to 22 right up the middle. He's still on his feet,
breaking tackles and pulling them with him.
Bonstell with the carry.
Again, Bonstell with the carry. It looks to be about a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4.
Scoreboard says 4. It's a short 4.
It's a short field where the Indian Hawks have the ball here. As we look to start the scoring here in the second half.
Yeah, I would say VanFar just really doesn't know what they're going to run next because they've been splitting it up good. And it seems like in this second half, they've really split it 50-50 between runs and passes.
There we go. Here's the option play. This time Yates looks to keep it. He's going to pitch out. That's number 45, Walker, on the outside. He appears to get the first down.
Yeah, I think
short
he's got
of the
first
touchdown.
First and goal.
First and goal. From about the 3-yard line, I would say. Maybe 4.
First and goal from the 3-yard line as the clock continues to run here. Yates and company will look to punch this one in.
Right now, that running clock looks pretty good to Elsberry Clopton, even though it's only the 3rd quarter.
There's a handoff to Walker, straight up the gut. Touchdown, point, IndianHawks. Damian Walker, number 45.
And that takes us at this point to 36-22, IndianHawks.
That's a great way to start the second half. If you're Elsberry Clopton, you get a stop, force the punt, and you drive. You drive straight up the field.
That's it, exactly. That's kind of demoralizing because basically this is a pretty even game. I mean, it's obvious that the IndianHawks are ahead, so they've played a little bit better game, but you can't discount VanFar here. They've actually played a pretty good game.
No, and partner's trying to say is that they have. I mean, this has been a very even game so far. As Yates going to take the snap. Looks like he's going to hand up to Walker. He's going to be stuffed at the line.
He stopped.
2-point conversion is no good. So the IndianHawks first time touching the ball in the second half. They drive 70 yards for a score, 36-22. We'll be back after a short break.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
And we're back as we just watched the IndianHawks cheerleaders do their 36 jumping jacks. I was just mentioning whenever my daughter was a cheerleader for Westminster, they did push-ups. And
now, would you want all them lovely young ladies doing push-ups on the gravel track we have here at Clopton?
No, that's true. My daughter Krista had a little bit better surface to do those push-ups on. Westminster had a little bit better football field.
Now this one does it here tonight. Again, it's a serene feeling, just kind of being out in the middle of nowhere here on this beautiful Friday night for Elsberry Clopton homecoming.
Yeah, it looks like the field itself is beautiful.
And we're going to receive about the 22-yard line. He's going to bring it back. We got a big return.
Oh,
there's
he's
33,
broke
a tackle. Half field, only the kicker to beat. I'm sorry, that's number 35 with a tackle.
Yep, that is Malik Pike.
Malik McPike saves a touchdown.
Touchdown saving tackle.
Sophomore Tony Garland with the big return there for VanFar. So after a first drive stop, VanFar has the big return to start their second drive of the second half and look to put some points on the board to close that gap once again with Clopton.
Looks like they'll be 1st and 10 from the Elsberry Clopton 38-yard line.
So, VanFar looks to break huddle here.
Well, we'll see whether they bring up any trick plays or not. I know I keep harping on their trick plays, but darn it, they fooled me a couple of times.
And it's worked, and this is the first time we're going to see a quarterback under center tonight. He's going to pitch it to the far side, number 2 to the outside.
And he's brought back maybe a 3-yard gain.
That's a great tackle there. Looks like number 45, Damian Walker on the tackle there. Number 2, Bryson Lay on the carry for VanFar.
That brings up second and 8. Yeah, they don't exactly have the right numbers up on this scoreboard here. So maybe I better not pay any attention to that.
Your eyes haven't let you down tonight, only with the trick plays. Again, under center here, we haven't seen this all game. Combs, 2-eye formation behind him. Looks to hand the ball off.
Oh, and he is sacked.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He's brought down by 2 Elsberry Clopton players.
It looks like it's number 5.
Looks like about
Zach Evans.
Looks like a loss 65. Of maybe 3 on the play.
Yeah, any gain they had there on first down, definitely they lost it there. As we have 3rd and 10 here now. As once again, it looks like VanFar is going to go under center with I formation. Receivers split to each side. Ellsbury shows pressure. Pitch back. Fumble.
And Elsberry has
covered.
the ball. Elsberry Clopton has the ball.
Turnover. Who was that ball recovered by? Let's give that young man a shout out. That was number 75. Was that 75? 72. We don't have 72 on the roster.
We don't have a 72. He needs to change his number.
So whoever that young man is, great job falling on that ball. As VanFar misses the pitch. 72 falls on the ball as we get the ball back here in the second half 5:18 to go in the third quarter as there's been a timeout on the field. And we're going to take a short break.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here in the second half, Clopton, as teams look to come back on the field after that timeout occurred. Now, Elsberry's going to take over the ball here. It appears to be around their own 43, called 40, yeah, 43
yard line, yeah.
As both teams jog back onto the field here.
I look to see, even though there's 5 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third quarter, I look to see Elsberry Clopton be a little more conservative maybe with the ball. They know that VanFar is just a play or two away from being able to come right back.
There's
they know
the
that.
Snap, and it's the fake to the far side.
And it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going as they're still rumbling and tumbling. No gain on the play.
No, after about a 3-minute play and lots of running, they got back to where they started. One of the VanFar players a little slow to get up.
That appeared to be number 5, Zach Evans on the fake carry there. So it appears they're going to give him a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 here for the IndianHawks. 6 down linemen.
Yeah, that play went along with the conservative.
Side. Let's see if we go with the run again. Here we go.
Pitch out.
Near side. Bostel looking for room. Turns the corner to the 50. Takes a big hit. Bounces back in for a few more yards.
He's a yard or two shy of the first down, I believe.
He lowered his head, and Mr. Johnson of VanFar looked to give him a big hit, and he
kind of
did
bounced.
Not shy away at all, did he?
Yeah, he bounced right off of him. He had him dead to rights and was gonna smack him out, but he faked him out instead. Bonstel knew how to take that hit.
So here we are, 3rd and 1. Crowded backfield, one split out to the near side. Handoff's going to go straight up the middle to Miller. Looking for the first down.
I don't believe he's got it. He might be. Nope, I don't believe so.
I don't believe that the referees are going to give him this one. They're saying first down.
They sure did.
Thank you, Mr. Referee. First down, Elsberry Hawks, as Damian Walker picks up some tough yardage there.
He worked for that first down.
Break the huddle again. Split wide outs to each side. Bonstel behind, Walker to the right. Here's the snap again to Yates.
Oh,
Yates
right over his head. Down.
On it, down.
Well, he saved a turnover there.
Yes, he did. That was a bad snap by center. Who we got playing center tonight? Is that Dugan at center tonight?
Maybe 71, Jacob Wolanski.
Is that big 71? Okay. That's
the new king.
No, the new king was Mr. 75, Matthew Dugan. They have a specific nickname. I learned last week about him. We'll bring his nickname to a future broadcast for you guys, folks, as we get a chance to meet these players a little bit more and get to know them as the season continues. 2 split out to the near side, 2 split out to the far side, 1 in the backfield. Yates takes the snap.
Good snap.
Looks to
lots
pass.
Lots of time.
Got a pass right over the middle.
Oh, and it's
Caught
good.
By 25.
Immediately swallowed up, though.
Great gain on the play. That's 25. Derek Taylor again on the reception. IndianHawk first down to the VanFar 31-yard line.
That's how you answer getting sacked in the backfield. You just come right back in their face.
Great snap, great throw. Again, it's going to put VanFar back on their heels, not knowing what to look for if it's going to be a run or a pass.
Yep. I had said earlier I thought maybe they might go conservative. That wasn't all that conservative. It was just a good play call.
No, I think in the back of Coach Burnett's mind, he wants to put this out of reach, so we don't have any chance because, again, this VanFar team can score very quickly. There's the snap again to Yates. Passing again over the middle. He's got 84 just off the fingertips, and the second try almost had him.
Yeah.
Trevor Anthony was the pass intended there. They're looking to hook up, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're that was off his fingertips and almost fell back into him again. I just kind of thought he was going to waltz in there with that ball.
So Anthony looking for his first catch tonight. Yates looking to complete a few more passes here. Again, he's looked great tonight, but we've had some trouble catching the ball.
Yeah.
We got 25 split out to the far side. Anthony, 84, split out to the near side. Yates in the pistol again with Walker and Bastel behind him. There's the snap. He's going to keep her to Yates. Up the middle, and no room there.
And the ball's loose.
Ball's out. And let's wait for the referee signals. Ball is recovered by VanFar. So again.
Yeah, good old turnovers.
Good old turnovers. And I think this is, again, why Coach Burnett didn't want to play it necessarily conservative, because things like this can happen. So back-to-back turnovers here. VanFar will take the ball over at around the 34 of their own 34, I apologize. And look to put some points on the board here in the second half. So after an exciting first half of a lot of scoring, we're 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And they've been fighting over the middle. Yeah, they've been fighting over the middle of the field so far.
So again, defensive adjustments on both sides of the field have really helped these teams play. This Combs is going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it up the middle. And Johnson's got
there he goes. There he goes.
There he goes. Johnson looking to go. Down to the 30-yard line.
Touchdown saving tackle. Number 3, Justin Genowin.
Justin Genowin, who, folks, is about half the size of that large running back there for VanFar, as Johnson, again, a very big boy, took that ball straight up the middle, and he was looking to get his legs moving and not stop.
Yeah, if he would have had half a step farther, he would have been gone, because I don't think there was anybody going to catch him. But Justin Genowin said, nope, not as long as I'm safety.
He hung on for dear life there as he tried to strip the ball and saved a touchdown here for IndianHawks as the clock continues to roll at 2 minutes here.
So this is the deepest incursion that VanFar's had this half, I believe, anyway.
Snap, and Combs is going to keep it there. Looking for some room, and he's swallowed up by a bunch of IndianHawks.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 yards.
We'll take a small gain there as, again, IndianHawk gang tackle brings him down. Again, the clock continues to roll here in the third quarter as our score is still 36-22, as both teams have made defensive adjustments and it looked a lot better. It's been a turnover game instead of a touchdown game this
been half. A turnover, been slippery fingers.
Yeah, and slippery fingers as well. There has been drop passes there as well. So VanFar breaks huddle. Combs. Looks like we have a little bit of a I'm sorry. There it is. Combs is going to take the direct snap and keep the ball straight up the middle for a small gain.
Yeah, I don't believe he's up to a first down. He might have picked up 3 yards.
So just sitting from here, folks at home, I had to grab my binoculars because, again, number 30 Johnson hides his quarterback if he stands on our side, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
So you cannot, from our vantage point here up top, you cannot see like who's going to take the snap there. So it almost looked like a wildcat formation from our standpoint.
Yeah, they're down to, they got 3rd and 1 to go.
So 3rd and 1. The clock continues to roll at 30 seconds here in this
about the 22-yard line.
And it looks like we're going to have one more play here before the third quarter ends. There's Combs with Johnson behind him.
Oh, flags down.
Flags on the play. Flags on the play. Motion.
There's your first down. Looks like it. Yep. Looks like it's going to be.
False start on the defense. So that's a first down. That's not going to make the IndianHawks sideline very happy. And that's also going to stop the clock with 17.9 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Now they can talk about what they want to do. They're starting the clock again now. Now they stopped it.
The clock should stop.
That's what I was thinking. It shouldn't have stopped after a penalty. They've got the clock running again.
No, it's going. Okay, so we're down to 10. Final play here of the third quarter. Combs, pistol, motion coming in the near side. Looking to get the ball off. 4. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson again up the middle. Looking for some space.
In.
5. Touchdown, Indians.
That Johnson is a player.
So after back and forth turnovers here to start the third quarter, the VanFar Indians turn that around with a touchdown drive. Number 30.
Verlin Johnson.
Verlin Johnson, a
Senior,
from
6
VanFar.
foot 165. He looks bigger than that.
I think they're being modest with him.
Yes, I think so too. And here they are with this. Move the camera over here so you guys can see it. Bit of a strange setup here. And I think they kept him out. 2-point conversion was no good. So with 12 minutes remaining, got the entire fourth quarter remaining. Scores now 36 for Clopton Elsberry and 28 for VanFar. And we stop now for a...
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders, committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here we are back in Clopton, 36-28. We're going to start the fourth quarter here with VanFar kicking it off. So I just learned a little something. I'll go ahead and just put it on the broadcast. This play they've been running on two-point conversion is called swing gate, folks, if you want to go ahead and hit Google and see some formations and all the abilities out of that. As VanFar kicks it off here to start the fourth quarter. We receive to the 30, 35, and 40. Number 3 up the middle. Be brought down right there around the 43-yard line. Nice return for Justin Genowin again on the return.
Yeah, not only can he stop touchdowns from happening for the other team, he can run the ball. So yeah, 1st and 10 at the 42 of their own 42.
And let's see if we can get some stuff going on here as we look to put some more points on the board as the lead's now been cut to 8 by VanFar. Your IndianHawks looking to come up with their second win of the season here. That would bring the record to 2-2 on the year.
Hard to believe they're already 4 games into the season and it's still September.
It really is, isn't it? Yates and the pistol. 2 split out wide. Hand off to Bustel. Straight up the gut. Keel chugging his legs. Looks to be about a 5-yard gain to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, 4 or 5-yard gain. That young man is solid. He isn't the biggest player out there, but he can really push through.
He's taken quite the beating tonight, and he has not shied away from it at all. As Yates gets the play in from the sideline. And we're going to have split wideouts to each side. Yates in the pistol, Walker to his right, Bustel right behind him. Here comes snap. And again, the handoff is to Bustel.
They were ready for that one.
They were ready for that one. They ate that one up. No gain or a loss on the play.
Yep, that brings up a 3rd and probably 6 or 7.
Now VanFar knows very well that they should be looking pass here. But with Bustel in that back, we have Miller in the backfield. We have 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Bustel's closest to us. Yates and the pistol again. Here's the drop back. It's a pass right over the middle.
Broken up.
Broken up by the defense. It's great defense on the play by number 23, for VanFar.
I'm just
That's
a little
Trevor
surprised.
Reed.
I'm
Yeah,
just a little surprised there wasn't a pass interference on that one.
I agree with you. I did see a little bit of the hand on
Yeah,
the back jersey.
exactly.
Or hip.
He had his hand on him.
Not a lot of contact, though, and the refs have really let him play tonight.
Exactly,
We
yes.
have not had many penalties on the field.
I like seeing that.
We
Yeah.
had the obvious horse collar earlier, and we had a couple personal foul penalties. But other than that, it's been a very clean game between both of these
very
programs.
clean game. Just little things like that. Pass interference right there, but if they let them both do that, then that was.
There's the snap, pass back again. This one's gonna in and out of the hands of 25 Derrick Henry, who has had great hands all night long. That's gonna be a turnover on downs.
That just bounced right off of his numbers.
And he's going to regret that one later. He has had great hands tonight. He's made some big catches, especially on 3rd and 4th down.
Yeah, he'll lay awake for a while thinking about that one.
Yeah, if they don't come away with some more points this half, he will be awake tonight thinking about that play. So VanFar takes the ball over. They're going to be on Indian Hawk territory. That's just going to be a tongue tie.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to enjoy being able to say Indians or Hawks once we don't have another Indian on the field. All right, so they're going to take over the ball in Clopton territory. Combs in the backfield, Johnson behind him. The hands off this time to Johnson. He's really pounding the ball this half with about a 4-yard gain straight up the middle.
Yeah, fortunately they're able to grab a hold of him and bring him down, because if they miss him once, I think he's gone.
Yes, if that young man gets his legs going, he does not seem to be stopped.
But fortunately, the IndianHawks have had a decent defense tonight. One change out.
Again, both teams, I believe, made a lot of good second-half adjustments, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. And one of them I'm seeing here on the VanFar side is they're using that number 30 Johnson a lot more instead of their quarterback.
Yes.
So, again, here we are. Combs takes the snap. He's going to keep it this time, looking for some room.
And he's brought down.
Great tackle there by number 13, Kyle Martin, to not let Combs get any more room.
Yeah, Elsberry's definitely picked up, Elsberry Clopton, I should say, has definitely picked up their defense in the second half. They're just not letting the Indians have anything. I mean, yes, they have gotten that one touchdown, but other than that, they're just not letting them do anything.
No, sir. So, again, 9 minutes remaining here in our game, 36-28. Your IndianHawks with the lead. Combs takes the snap. He keeps it this time again. He's coming to the near side. Breaks one tackle, two.
Dude, and
he
he's
picks
got
up
the first
down. Tackle made by a number of IndianHawks there on the play. But like my partner said, the important part is he did pick up that first down.
Yep. Again, like I was saying before, and clock is running with 8:44 left in the game. But VanFar is only one score away. They're only 8 points behind.
And with the swing gate, as we've learned now, that 2-point conversion seems very reliable because we have not been able to stop that tonight. So, big drive here for the VanFar Indians as Elsberry Clopton looks to stop them here. First down. Combs with motion to his left. He's going to keep it once again. He's got a hole up the middle. He's past the 20. He's to the 15 and brought down.
Brought down number 2, Mason Street.
So, again, those safeties are playing a big role here in the second half after those big gains up the middle for this VanFar team.
Fortunately, it looks like Elsberry Clopton has some pretty good safeties because once they get through the offensive line, they're off to the races.
So, another first down for VanFar here. Looked like a flag on the play.
Oh, that one's coming back. Illegal formation on that play, so that one's coming back. Wow, that's a big break for the IndianHawks.
Very big break after that was the biggest gain here in the fourth quarter, and that's going to come back. So now instead of 1st and 10 within the 20, we're looking at about 1st and 15 from the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was big. Talk about a momentum breaker. And just as important, that clock is running.
So as the clock continues to tick here in the fourth quarter, we have 8 minutes left as the IndianHawks look to go 500 for the season, 2-2. Combs again in the pistol, motion. 22, Johnson straight behind. There's the snap. He's dropping back to pass. Another pass over the middle, and that's over the head of number 3. Incomplete. Morgan Slatton, junior for VanFar, thrown over his head.
Yeah, that just not quite together on that pass. Looks to me like VanFar has a better running game than they have a passing game.
Now, don't take anything away from Combs and his arm, because, again, if they can catch up to those balls, they are gone, because they are beating those safeties deep. So here we are again. We have 2nd and 15 now. Elsberry Clopton looking to make a stop here on Homecoming 2018. This has been one heck of a game, folks. We've seen a lot of offense, but this second half has been about defense. Here it is, the ball snap. He's looking to keep it. Combs is going to take it to the outside. Combs has got some running room. He's got the first down. He's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah. The first down marker had to run for his life because it went right through him. But they did get the first down. So they have 1st and 10 at what, about the 20-yard line. I'm sorry, about the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 Indians.
So 1st and 10 for VanFar. Bostel looks to be getting taped up again here on the sideline. Timeout. Elsberry Clopton, as Coach Burnett doesn't look very happy and wants to talk to this defense here as we have 7:34 remaining in the 4th quarter here in Clopton.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back from timeout here as Elsberry Clopton takes the field. Coach Burnett looking to make some adjustments here as VanFar is driving. 7:34 left in the 4th quarter. VanFar down 36-28 here on Homecoming 2018 in Clopton.
And they are wanting that touchdown. They want back because they're only 1 score and a 2-point conversion away from tying this game.
So again, Combs is the quarterback. Johnson behind him. He has an extra tight end to his right. Motion coming across his left. One man on the near side. There's the handoff, and Johnson's going to take it up the middle, and there's no room for him this time as a gang of IndianHawks bring him down.
Yeah, they closed up that line real fast. There looked like there was a whole beginning there, but they closed up fast on him.
And number 45, Damian Walker, coming up last from that pile. He seems to be the one who met him there first in that hole as Johnson looked to get ahead of steam and put these Indians back on the board. 2nd and 7. Time continues to tick here in Clopton. Just under 7 minutes now. As they come to line up to the line, there's extra set tight ends. 2 to the far side. Johnson in the backfield. Combs takes the snap. Handoff again to Johnson, looking for some more room up the middle, and again
he got a few yards.
He's going to get a few yards, but that's going to bring up a 3rd down here, and a very important one for VanFar.
You're not kidding. Yeah, they're about 3rd and 4, maybe a long 4, something like that. They close up on him pretty quick.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep an eye on him, and that's in the second half. A lot of the first half, there was a lot of quarterback keepers in Combs, and they've been using Johnson. So this Elsberry team, or Elsberry Clopton team, needs to really pay attention to both of those guys on that option play, because if you let big of a hole in the middle, Johnson's gone.
Yes.
Or if you play too much in the middle, Combs will take that outside, and
he'll take that outside. And he seems to have done pretty good with it tonight.
So here we are, big 3rd down here, 3rd and 4. 6 minutes to go. Combs is set. There's the snap. And again, this time it's going to be a keeper. He's got the first down and more. And he's gone. 5. Touchdown. VanFar Indians quarterback keeper.
That brings him up 36-34 at this point in time.
Eric Combs, another one. He's the senior quarterback for this VanFar team. He has been one of the top players for their side tonight. And again, like we just talked about, you have to watch both of those guys.
Yeah. VanFar is far from being beaten in this game.
And so here we are, 5:57, 36-34. This is the new, again, we learned this tonight because we were quite aware of the trickery. This is called swing gate formation, so a lot can happen from this. You have linemen on the far side, you have a receiver drop back, and see, here we go. This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, now they're breaking back in.
Formation. So we're going to go I formation. We're going to go bunch backfield.
Right.
3 men in the backfield. Combs under center. He's
going
to keep it.
Oh,
There's no room. Nothing. Swallowed up in the backfield there.
He's tackled back at the 10. Absolutely nothing.
Who's that young man who swallowed him up? Let me see your number,
didn't see.
Right there in the middle next to number 5, I believe.
15.
That was number 15, Eli Gladney, who came and wrapped him up. So, the score here in Clopton at 5:57 left in the fourth quarter is 36-34 IndianHawks, and that was a big stop.
That was a huge stop. Yeah, they now Elsberry Clopton needs to come out, and they need a touchdown now. They need to get down there, maybe use up some of this time. I don't know. But I think they need to get down there and get a touchdown. Show VanFar that they're in this game still. They're not just trying to hang on to a lead. They are trying to get the game.
So VanFar with all 3 timeouts remaining. Elsberry Clopton with 2 remaining. As we're going to look, 5:57 left on the clock. What can we get done here to get out of here with a victory tonight at Homecoming 2018? Now it's become a nice, beautiful, very relaxing night here in Clopton.
Oh, this is fantastic.
And there's the boot. And that ball is going to drop and be picked up by number 3 there. He's out to the 40 and brought down at the 44. Number 3, Justin Genowin again on the return for the IndianHawks. So here we go.
Yep, got it back close to midfield, about 7 yards away from midfield. And looks like we have a timeout. Water timeout.
We have a water timeout, and while we do a water timeout, we'll go ahead and give you a timeout as well, folks.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Back here in Clopton as our water break is over and the boys take the field once again as we look for again our Elsberry Clopton IndianHawk football program here to bring their record to 500 at 2-2.
Do we know what VanFar's, what their?
I'm not sure. I will find out. I will find out here very shortly. So here we are. Under center again, the snap back. Back to pass. He's under a lot of pressure, and he drops it off. And that's number 5 with the reception. A big stiff arm there.
Oh, yep.
Number 5, Zach Givens, on a broken play there by Yates. Givens comes up with a big catch and a big stiff arm, and that's going to be about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, it looked like number 55, Dayton Sanders, held onto his foot long enough to trip him up.
So that's a great play there by quarterback Sean Yates. He had a lot of pressure. I could see about 4 white jerseys surrounding him, and he did a great job. Yeah, he did a very good job of finding his receiver, and Evans did a good job of making himself available for him. So here we go, 2nd and about 3. Ball just at half field. He's got 2 backs behind him and 2 to the far side. Appears we're playing the clock game now.
Yeah, taking their time.
The pitch is to Bostel on the far side. He's got a blocker. He's looking to the outside. He's got a broke one to the first down. Out at the 35-yard line. Another great play. Bostel's a little slow to get up on the far side. Yeah, players are calling for help.
Bringing him over there. He bounced a couple times when he hit that ground.
Yeah, and again, he's been a workhorse for this team tonight, and we've saw him over here a couple times getting taped up, looked at the trainers, so this could be a big hurt for the IndianHawks, but let's just hope that,
he was still rolling around over there, but I think he knew enough just to slow down a little bit, let him come over and throw some water on his face.
All right, here. Well, while this is going on and they take a look at Mr. Bostel, we'll take a quick break here and give you a word from our sponsors.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again.
Back here in Clopton as the trainers continue to look at number 22 Eddie Bastel on the far end of the field. Play will continue here as Yates is in the backfield still. He's got two backs with him this time. The handoff now is number 45 Damian Walker as he looks for a hole up the middle and he gets about 4.
Walker with a carry. He gained about 4 yards.
Looks like now it's a clock game.
So we got about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left here. 36-34 the score. 2nd and 6 here in Clopton as again we look to win homecoming 2018 for both of these programs that have really came and put together quite the football team.
Yes, they have. Looking over on the far sidelines, I'm trying to see if they're still working with Bonstel.
Yeah, the blue shirts there behind the VanFar people is our trainers, so keep an eye on them. And the handoff's going to go again, this time to number 5. That's the tight end.
Pretty much stacked up.
Even. Stacked up on the inside. No gain. Again, we're maybe playing a bit of a clock game. And this time we have a timeout on the field, VanFar. So VanFar is going to stop the clock again. 3:51, 3rd and 6 when we return.
Yeah.
Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here in Clopton as we have a good scene here in the field. We'll pan over, and that's number 22, Eddie Bastel, who's played a big role in this game tonight for the IndianHawks. Walking off the field under his own power. Again, he may just have some bumps and bruises from this game tonight because he has made a lot of big plays and been a big part of this team tonight. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, 3:51 to go. IndianHawks, big 3rd down here.
This is quite possibly the biggest 3rd down of the game right now.
The middle, Yates is going to drop back to pass. He's got a guy wide open, and that's a great catch by number 25, Derek Taylor.
No. It went through his hands.
It did. I thought he had that and tapped in. I apologize, folks.
He didn't have anybody within 20 yards of him.
That was again, he has been the one guy who's been catching the ball all night long.
Yeah.
And so my apologies for that premature call because, again, there is no reason that he should have dropped that ball.
No, I'm looking around to see if maybe he was looking up into some lights. I guess that's possible. The lights over here to our right, he might, because he's on the far side of the field, he might have been looking back into them.
Yates on 4th and 5 here, another pass. Looking the same play, and this
time
he
he's got
does receive it. Cuts back to the inside of 10
Oh,
to
he's
the
in.
5. Touchdown! Touchdown,
That
Garrett
is,
Taylor.
that's the biggest touchdown so far, I'm going to say, of the season. But that's only because I haven't seen the other games.
Well, for Taylor, that's a huge touchdown because we were just talking how he just dropped that
Yeah.
pass. Nobody in the yards.
There was a redemption.
Yep. Coach goes back to the same play, seeing how wide open he was.
Yep.
And Taylor does not miss this ball, cuts back inside for the touchdown.
That's showing confidence in your players there.
Yes, it is.
Knowing that get right back on that horse.
Yes, it is. And Taylor is rewarded with that as a great catch. As we're going to go for 2 here. Yates take the snap. It's a low snap. He hands the ball off to Walker. Walker stacked up and nothing there.
Nothing there.
Nothing there. So the score with 3:35 left in the fourth quarter. 42 for your Clopton.
We're still not in
IndianHawks,
Cleveland.
I understand. And our visiting VanFar Indians 34. So 3:35 left. You've said it a few times. It's a clock game. But now VanFar has to score.
Right. So VanFar is going to be, they're not going to be wanting to eat up the clock.
They want to go.
Because they have 2 scores to go. Well, 1 score and a 2-pointer.
So what do? Johnson, Combs,
Oh,
they've
sure.
Been great.
Those 2. Yes,
They've
that's the
all
only
night.
ones they can go to. I shouldn't say that's the only ones they can go to. That is what would seemingly what they would go to, but what do? That's who Elsberry Clopton is going to be assuming they're going to go to, so maybe you pick somebody else.
Ooh, and the cheerleaders finished their 42 jumping jacks this time. They've got quite the workout in tonight, as well as keeping this crowd, which is still quite large here in Clopton, Homecoming 2018 has been very good. Our crowd is still large. We are back up by a touchdown as the kickoff here. And let's see what we can get done here in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter as the ball is kicked off. Johnson touches and tries to recover. He now picks up the ball, and he's got a big lane up the middle. He's gone at the half-yard line. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 10, 5, touchdown Johnson.
So
there
just like that, VanFar is right back in it. That used what, about 12 seconds?
Yeah, about 12 seconds off the clock.
So much for time management.
No, sir. This is going to be a game of who's going to score the most. No more time talking. This is about how many points can we rack up tonight as we now have 42-40. Again, that took about 12 seconds, so 3:22 left on the clock as Johnson picked up that ball, and he was gone. As soon as he found that hole up the middle, there was no stopping that young man from VanFar. So here we go. 2-point conversion. What will they do? We've seen swing gate plays.
We have a timeout.
We've seen regular plays. So second timeout for the Indians of VanFar. They have 1 timeout remaining, as I believe our Clopton IndianHawks have. So as we go here in the fourth quarter, we don't know what to expect here in Clopton, do we?
No. If they tie this up, then Elsberry's just going to have to come out, Elsberry Clopton, I should say. They're just going to have to come out and play for the touchdown on the first play. Even though it gives it back to VanFar, this isn't one of those where they can mess around. No conservatism on this at all. They have to go all out on this.
No, and again, we've had a great split between pass and run plays tonight. So knowing that VanFar could sit back on their heels here and not really know what's going to come at them, but also they could be aggressive and go after that quarterback and look to get this ball back again in attempts to win this game. So we're going to have a great end of the game here, folks. If you joined us tonight, I just want to thank you again. My name is Jake Brown. I'm here doing my first game with my new friend Kenny, and we hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight, as I know we have both enjoyed doing this together.
Oh, this has been great.
Football on a Friday night. This is a good time. So VanFar's going to run back out on the field here. 2-point conversion. Now we're going to go with a more conventional lineup here, it appears. So Combs with 3 to the near side here.
Up.
Yep. And that looked to be on our side. It's going to push the ball halfway. Encroachment on the defense. It should be half line to the goal line. So retry, 2-point conversion. That's not only hurting ourselves right now,
yeah,
not helping at all.
Fortunately, that's only, what, about about a yard that they gained on that, but it's half the distance.
So here we go again, 2-point conversion. VanFar runs out the same formation, and the piss.
Another flag.
Too many men on the field, it appears. Yeah, 12 men on the field for Elsberry.
For Elsberry or for?
Elsberry Clopton, yes, sir. So let's go ahead and count. Yeah, again, sitting here, I'm not sure where spotters are for Coach, but I don't believe they would have the best vantage point here with those black jerseys blending in. So let's try this third time.
See if we can
get
by
this
without
stop. Hand off to Johnson. He's going to keep it, actually. And he's
in.
into the touchdown.
We have a tied game.
So the VanFar Indians have come back to tie this game at 42. 3:22 left here in the fourth quarter.
We're going to have an exciting.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So here we are back. 3:22 remaining in the game. All tied up at 42. Both sides very excited right now, and I don't blame them. This has been one heck of a game. So I'm looking for this 3 minutes and 22 seconds to be extremely exciting. Looks like Elsberry Clopton is going to get the ball. So I'm thinking they're going to be punching it in as quick as they possibly can.
Now,
because they have nothing to lose.
Now, one thing that I have noticed here on the sideline is number 22, Eddie Bostel, has not put his pads on and does not appear to return to this game. So that could be a big hit here for this IndianHawks as they look to win this game here.
Yes, that is right.
So here we go with the kickoff. That kickoff's going to go, it appears to be the quarterback, number 12, Yates. Is Yates up the middle? He's going to be dragged down right around the 45.
Yeah.
So not bad starting field position here for the IndianHawks as they really look to punch this ball in with 3:16 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, 55 yards away from a score. And we know they can do it. We've seen them do it several times tonight. But also VanFar can do it too. I said at the beginning of the game, this looked like pretty evenly matched teams.
And it has been. This has been a great game. We jumped out early and had some great leads, and VanFar has continued to battle back. And, you know, adjustments have been made. And right now I think we're just going to have a good old hard tackle football. So let's go. Yates.
Yeah, this is
and the pistol.
You can forget the rest of the game.
Back to pass. He's got a man near side here, and that's going to be over the head of number 13, Kyle Martin. 2nd and 10 coming up for Clopton.
Yeah, the rest of the game doesn't count now. We're down to one brand new game again.
Yes, sir, we are. 0-0.
42 to 42 is exactly the same as 0-0. Yeah, number 22, Eddie Bonstel. He's down there with the pad on his right shoulder.
Yeah, he does not look to be happy standing
He's all
there on
taped
the
up,
sideline.
no jersey.
But he did his job tonight and running that ball hard. So congrats to that kid out there. I hope he gets well, and I hope we see him next week. Here we go. Yates got 2 wideouts each side in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Going to keep it straight up the middle. He's got a little bit of room.
Oh, he
There's
found a
first
seam.
Down.
Yep, I believe he's got a first down. See where they spot it.
Here's the ref's going to give him the first down spot there. And that's a great there. Great.
Oh,
great
I
keep.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
Nope, 3rd and 1. Gonna say
look at the far side officially, it appeared to be standing by the pylon.
That's what I was thinking.
Again, 3rd and 1. You have 2 plays here to get this ball across that first down marker.
Okay,
Clock runs.
I'd said earlier that was the biggest 3rd down of the game. Sorry, this one is. Oh!
Straight up the gut.
I think he might have made it.
We'll see where the spot is here.
This depends on the spot. I think he probably made it. First down.
So Yates pushes for the first down. The clock is stopped at the moment at 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Huge first down for Elsberry Clopton. That and the fact that the clock is running.
So the whistle blows, the clock runs. 2 out to each side. Yates again under center, looking to lead his team to a victory tonight here on homecoming. Yates under center, takes a snap. It's a handoff, and it's a keeper, and he's swallowed up in the backfield. Big tackle, number 14 for VanFar, Ben Cassidy.
Loss of about 6 on the play.
6-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 16. Yates has been known to throw the ball tonight. Let's see what the IndianHawks can come up with.
This is only 2nd down.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was there.
Yeah, 2nd down. We're gonna see him get out of this one, I think. They are quite capable of this.
So right at midfield right now. The clock moves at 1:30. Yates in the pistol. Steps back. He's got plenty of time to pass. Plenty of time. Pass over the middle. And it looks it's going to be incomplete, intended for number 5. That has been Zach Evans, who's had one heck of a game as well tonight.
Yeah, he was covered real well. That would have, didn't have an open receiver to throw to.
So 3rd and 15 here for the IndianHawks. The clock is now stopped with that incomplete pass. Yates had plenty of time. He just couldn't hit his target.
He had plenty of time. They were trying. They were putting pressure on him, but his line was holding him up pretty good.
So VanFar here, drop 6.
VanFar is looking for a big stop here.
They are. So as the clock has stopped, the Yates takes the snap again. He's going to pass it. He's looking way downfield. Number 13, he's got his man, and it is tipped.
Tipped right at the last minute.
Right at the last second, and I want to give credit to that young man as well for that defense. Number 2, VanFar, appears to be Bryson Lay on the coverage.
Yeah, he saved a touchdown there.
He did save a touchdown, and that's going to bring us to a timeout, Clopton Elsberry. So here, set it up, 118, 42-42.
4th down and 15 to go. So the game is hanging on this. Now, if they don't pick up this 4th down, obviously VanFar is going to get the ball with probably a little over a minute to go. If they don't pick up this 1st down, they'll have a little over a minute to go 50, 55 yards, something like that. They're quite capable of doing it. And again, they get the ball, they're going to be going for a strike. They're not going to sit back and say, we don't want anything till 3 seconds left. They're going to go for it on the first play.
So Elsberry Clopton back on the field. Yates speaking with number 25, who's been his favorite retarget, Derek Taylor tonight. So let's keep an eye out for him. As again, we have a long 4th down here. Ball right at midfield. Looks like you have Taylor and Anthony split out to the far side. We have 13 Martin and 5 Evans to the near side with Martin in the backfield with Yates.
Big play here.
Yates takes the snap, drops back to pass.
Good protection.
Pass over the middle to Anthony.
Oh, he's got it.
The catch.
He's got it. First down, Elsberry. Elsberry Clopton, I should say.
And they've got to roll. That clock is going to start here very shortly, as that's been a big catch and a big 4th down completion. Trevor Anthony on the catch there. As the ball's been set, the clock continues to tick. Clock continues to tick here with just under a minute. Yates again snaps the ball, looking to pass, looking downfield, and again it's caught by number 5, Zach Evans, just inside the 20-yard line, and rolled out of bounds by number 22 of VanFar, and that will stop the clock with 53.6 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Right now, the IndianHawks are on fire.
And Yates has a lot of confidence coming into this game right now, as we are sitting here, hands on our knees. All the broadcasters here are sticking their heads out the window. Cheerleaders are doing their best to get fans on their feet here as we look to take this on. 12 takes the snap, drops back to pass once again, looking over the middle. Oh, just off the hands. That was 13, Kyle Martin.
Yeah, he is calling for a pass interference, and I can't say that I blame him. That referee was a lot closer than I was, but he definitely had him wrapped up.
That's going to bring up second down here.
No panic. Almost 49
48.
seconds.
So second and 10, IndianHawks, as Yates, again, looking to lead his team on a victory drive here. He's made 2 great throws and he's going to take the snap. Again, looking to pass the ball to the back of the end zone. Incomplete again for his intended receiver. That's number 5, Zach Evans.
That brings up third and 10.
Now you feel a lot more comfortable down here in this, going for third down and fourth down.
Oh, yeah. They still have 2 more tries.
2 more tries. I do not believe the clock started. Oh, I'm sorry.
They won't
43.
start till it's set.
No, it was
48.8.
Thank you, sir. Now it says 43. My eyes are messing with me, looking at all those 4s on the scoreboard right now. So again, Yates in the pistol. He's got 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. He's spread this defense out, and he's going to pass again. Over the middle this time, and that's an incomplete pass as well. Again, that his intended target this time.
So we have fourth down coming up. This is the last try right here for Elsberry, unless they can get a first down.
So
now, if they can get that first down, that'll eliminate VanFar having much of a chance to come back. If they can get a first down and not a touchdown, then that'll eat up the clock. Of course, they'll still need the touchdown.
They need a touchdown, or if they get that first down, they will be within a very short field goal range, within the 5-yard line. So again, Yates in the pistol, same formation. 2 split out each side. He drops back to pass. He's got a lot of pressure coming on. He's going to keep it. He's going. He's on the 10 to the 5. He's rolling. He's going to pick up the first down.
I believe he picked up the first down.
Yates with a lot of pressure.
We have a VanFar player down. He's slow to get up, but he's getting up.
There you go. Number 6 a little slow to get up on the VanFar side.
Good for him.
Timeout has been called on the field. Yates with a great play right there under a lot of pressure, and he escaped that and made that play happen.
That got them that first down, and that's what they needed so they can run out that clock.
So now we have first and goal from what appears to be the 4 or 5-yard line.
Ideally, if this was a top-notch college or if this was NFL, they wouldn't be going for a touchdown on this first play.
But
They'd try to eat up the clock, but this is high school.
We're in high school in Clopton, Missouri, and I'm going to say they're going for the touchdown.
Yeah, they will be going for the touchdown on that first play. Because they don't figure they're going to get another run back.
No. Let's hope. Let's just not kick to 30 if that does occur again, because we already saw what happened once, and we don't want to see that happen again.
Well, my very limited knowledge of good football, I would have to say an onside kick, and the heck with the field position, just don't let them have a good run back.
Yeah. If 30's standing in the middle of the field, you kick it to one side of that or the other.
Exactly.
And hope that ball does not go out of bounds.
You keep it away from Johnson.
So, the Elsberry IndianHawks here have put together quite the drive. We've completed a 4th down, a 4th and 15. We've completed a 3rd down. We've completed 2 4th down now. And now we have first and goal inside the 5-yard line. 30.5 seconds left, 42-42 on the board. Yates in the pistol. He's going to hand the ball off straight up the gut.
And a touchdown!
Touchdown! IndianHawks!
And the IndianHawks fans go wild.
People on their feet, the cheerleaders are showing their love. And this has been a great, great drive put together by this IndianHawks team and their quarterback, Yates.
And to think at midfield, they were back on 4th and 15.
And then Yates again on the inside with the 4th and 10 run.
Right.
2 great plays by the quarterback. A lot of gutsy calls.
Yes.
And it's really paid off tonight.
Yes, it has.
Paid off. This has been a great game for those who are unable to make it or listening or watching at home. This has been one of the better games here tonight. So, going for 2 here. Yates takes the snap. He's going to roll out. He's got the block,
He's got it.
And he's got the 2 points.
8-point lead for Elsberry Clopton. 26.6 remaining in the game. That is a long 26.6 seconds for Elsberry Clopton, and it's a short 26.6 for VanFar.
So again, this crowd, this team is pumped up as they've taken the lead here. And homecoming 2018, 50-42 over the visiting VanFar Indians. Our cheerleaders have taken to their 50 jumping jacks here, and we're going to get you ready for what could be the last few plays of this game. So,
I think we have some very happy cheerleaders to be doing 50 jumping jacks.
So that's at least 92 in the last two scores.
Exactly,
so
yes.
They're over 100 for the night easily.
Yeah.
Keep it out of the hands of Johnson here. Number 30 does not touch the ball.
You cannot kick it to him.
You do not kick it to
now
him.
Now watch to see that they don't try to pass it off to him. They'll try to toss it to him maybe.
And again, they are going to have some plays where they're going to have a chance to give him the ball, as well as Combs gets to come back into the game as well, who have been very big weapons for these VanFar Indians tonight.
Yeah, that kicker has instructions, I'm sure, to kick it to anyone other than someone with a 30 on them.
I agree with you. I agree. So
if they have a 30 on them, you do not kick towards them.
Kyle Martin is our kicker tonight. Wears number 13. Whistle is blown, hands up, and here we go. And he kicks it
over
away from
their head. Oh, that's beautiful.
All the way down to the 5-yard line, and he's going to bring it out here. He's going to bring it out to the 10. He's up to the 20 now, and he's brought down by a group of IndianHawks.
18.9 seconds left in the game, and they have, let's see, they're at the 22-yard line. They have 78 yards to go. So VanFar has their work cut out for them. They're capable of doing it, though. This game is far from being over.
Now, I'm not sure of the timeouts remaining. I believe VanFar may have one timeout left in their pocket here if they wanted to stop the clock. If not, the only way to stop this is going to be get out of bounds. 18.9 seconds is the time left here in Clopton.
Or an incomplete pass.
Or an incomplete pass.
But they don't want an incomplete pass.
No, sir, they don't. So, again, thank you for everybody who's joined us here tonight on our first broadcast here on this network. We greatly appreciate it. We've had one heck of a game. This has been fun.
This has been a good inaugural game for us.
I agree with you. 50-42 is our score again. IndianHawks look to be playing more of a prevent defense. They want nothing going over their heads. They want nothing behind them.
Right. There isn't a place on that field within 25 yards of that ball that isn't covered.
Nope. And the hand is going to go outside. It appears we're going to have some trickery
Double
here.
pass.
Double pass.
Intercepted.
Anthony intercepts the ball and takes a knee.
That, I would say, is probably the end of the game. Because you know that whenever they snap the ball, they're going to take a knee and let the clock run down. So it looks like there's 10.9 seconds left in the game. Elsberry Clopton has the ball, and it looks like they're going to walk away with this victory. It was a hard-fought victory. VanFar has nothing to be ashamed of on this.
No, not at all. VanFar there went for another bag of trick play.
Yeah.
They looked for Johnson over the middle. Johnson had the ball in his hands. It deflected. Anthony was able to pick the ball off there, take a quick knee, making the smart play. So there's no
no fumble,
error, no room for error. And now we're lined up in victory formation. There we go, victory formation. Coach Burnett kisses the sky. This is a big one for him. This is his first coming here at Clopton. Congratulations to him. As the knee has been taken,
and
the clock will run to 0.
Clock runs down.
So, as the boys celebrate on the field here, this is a big win for them. Very big win. And go ahead and listen to this crowd, folks.
Yeah.
So the boys will line up here at half field to shake hands. We'll give you our last thoughts here real quick before we go.
To me, this is one of the greatest things in any sports is when the two teams line up and shake hands. That's one of the things that I like about the National Hockey League is they still do this on their playoffs. And to me, this is all sportsmanship, which is what it should be. This is just high school.
I couldn't agree with you more, sir. So 2018 Clopton Homecoming was a beautiful night for football, and your Clopton IndianHawks come away with the victory 50-42 over the visiting VanFar Indians.
Yeah.
My name has been Jacob Brown. I greatly appreciate you guys giving us a listen tonight and checking out this broadcast. Check us out next week as we're here at home against the Wright City Wildcats. Game time, I believe, is 7 o'clock for that start as well. And again, that's here at Clopton. So we hope to see you guys next week. Be sure to turn in again. My name is Jacob Brown for my friend.
And my name is Kenny Masterson. Remember, this is our first broadcast with this, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I know we both have, so I'm sure you'll be hearing us both again here next week.
Thank you, everybody, and have a great night.
Good night.